Hey!
I can hear that on the thing.
You can hear the music?
No, I can't hear the music.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Thejettyjetshow. We're live. Welcome to the show.
Oh, now I hear the music. What's going on, guys?
What's up, guys? We got a brand new show for you guys today. Joining me again is Mr. Alex IACCARINO.
Yaccarino.
IACCARINO, how you guys
Spelled with
been?
an I, sounds like a Y. Yaccarino.
IACCARINO. Seems like it was just yesterday.
Was it yesterday? My time is messed up so bad.
No, it's not, but we can talk about that. Because yeah, I think we're on the same schedule right now.
I don't know. I was sleeping. It was like 4 a.m, and you're like, "You want to stream?"
Yeah.
I said, "Sure." And then we streamed for like until the sun came up. I was delirious.
Yeah, so what's up, you guys? Welcome. Let's see who we have with us today, joining us on this lovely night today. Let's hope Jetty draws. Yeah, I will try to draw. Javier says, when's we gonna get back to Patreon? Oh, what's up? What's up, Egon? What's up, private account? Aruka, Gervang, Lazy.
Hi, lazy tush.
Yevi, Yevson came on when I was in a different tab. And Lazy Sister says, hey, Alex.
Hello.
Hey. Look how pro Alex has it. He has everything all laid out so nicely. So this show was supposed to start at 8, and now it's 9:39, and I'm still just trying to get everything set up and troubleshoot. When you think you get everything ready, it's not ready. It's just there's just so much. All right, so what do we have planned today? We got a lot of good things. A lot of great things today. Today is going to be the home shopping network for the Artist Alley. Welcome to the home shopping network where we sell art. What we got on?
Not just our art, but a whole bunch of other people's art.
That's right. So, what happened? What's the idea behind this anyway? Because something big just happened. Something was supposed to happen actually today. Today is the
Oh, it was supposed to be today. That's right.
It is
this weekend exactly. Yeah.
So today is should be the first day of Emerald City Comic Con.
But it's not
in Washington. So I'm reading stuff. Yeah, in Washington, but it's been postponed because of the whole crisis and health and safety concerns for the coronavirus in Washington. So, as I mentioned in the last stream, I said I wanted to do this kind of to substitute it, and also a lot of new ideas just jumped at me. Like when I was like, wait a second, we can do all kinds of other stuff. Like we can actually try to shout out some people and treat this kind of like an online artist alley thing. Like it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, because a lot of people are affected by this. A lot of artists are gonna be who plan to show their art with people this weekend can't. Plan to sell some art this weekend can't. Not just us. So we're I don't know. I guess we're gonna show some people who would have been there.
Yeah.
To you guys to check out to see, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we're just gonna go over a couple artists and shout them out a little bit, but we're gonna do some things. I'm gonna read over you guys' comments. Make sure everybody. Can you guys hear me? Okay. That's the first thing I always like to get out of the way. Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you.
That's
But
good.
can the people hear you?
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Yes, Corona-chan. Corona-chan. Or am I going to draw Corona-chan? I don't know how Corona-chan looks. So I can't really do that there. I am going to draw something. We'll get to that. Let's see here. So that's my screen. This is kind of just a drawing where I cropped out. I just wanted to have something on. Thanks, Lazy Tish. See, I can count on Lazy Tisher says audio good. That's what we need from you guys. Archer says, where I live, the government forbids 250 people activities. Exactly, where you live. That's Washington, right? They said that's so right now they banned any large gathering of more than 250 people, which is probably the size of any artist alley. Like just the artist alley alone is like that many people. Yeah. So, um, yeah. So it's in Washington, and I also have another show which is in April. So if things changes, I don't know how long this is gonna be, but definitely you gotta take this health into consideration first. Archers in Canada says. Yeah, so this is kind of just a substitute and a way we can support other artists during this difficult time. Um, but I'm not really that big, so we're doing a little part. We'll see how it goes. So I'd like to share some of the art, but before we do that, let's. You shout out your store, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Also, let me switch over to that. On Twitter, I've created a hashtag. It's called I call it hashtag Alley Stream. So if you guys know any artists who have like art stores, or if you're an artist yourself and you would like to share the art, we're gonna actually showcase artwork here that you can purchase and sell as if it's like one day in the end. So like day one of Artist Alley. This should have been done way earlier, like in the morning, because that's how Artist Alley works. You wake up, and I wanted to treat it like that. Maybe for tomorrow we'll start this earlier, but today we're starting really late. It's 9:44 right now on the west coast of America, and so yeah, this is day one of Artist Alley. So yeah, if you have anybody you want to shout out, just hashtag Alley Stream, and I'll look at it, and we'll shout out your work. We'll go over some of your pieces. Ain't that right, that kid?
That's right. What was that hashtag again?
It's a hashtag Alley Stream. Hopefully, I spelled it right. Alley Stream. Alley. ALLEY Stream.
And specifically too for Emerald City, I think it's hashtag ECCC online.
All right.
To see all those guys.
Oh yeah, and can you give me the link to that? Link me on that on Discord, because I want to put that out there too. So they're yeah, you're flipped backwards. I can see it. Right, what you have right now, I can see it, but that's flipped. It's so dookie. I know you had to like flip your screen to have everything working correctly.
Yeah, I'm sending you the links right now. Check this out.
IACCARINO. Let's get Alex. See, there's some weird with OBS. It tends to like shift screens and stuff. I don't know why do that. Why? Hold on here. I think maybe this is what's going on.
There you go.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, maybe I'll share it on my screen because it's flipped on yours. But actually, I'm right now trying to adjust your screen because it was shifting all over the place again. My sound is always wonky, and so I'm always self-conscious whether you guys can hear me good. Otherwise, I have to get really close up to here all the time. Here we go. So there's this. This is what Emerald City did in light of the situation. They did the Artist Alley online. This is really cool. Kind of the same idea. I didn't hear about this until like 10 minutes ago when Alex told me about it. But these are all the artists who were, I'm guessing, were supposed to be attending Artist Alley.
Some of them. This like it's not a super big list, but
yeah. So yeah, definitely. So it's artistalleyonline.com. So this is by Emerald City. Okay. All right. This is nice. Very nice. So you guys can head on over there. I'll definitely link in the description. But it's just artistalleyonline.com. But I don't want to do that technical stuff right now. It's gonna be unless we get robots out here helping us to link us. No, it's fine. I have someone here who could, but I promise not to bug them.
How's that look? Can you see the?
Oh, yours?
Mine not flipped around anymore.
Yeah, you're good. You must have flipped that window setting. Yeah.
It's so weird. I don't know why OBS does that.
Yeah. So we'll be doing a little bit of drawing, a little bit of, a little bit casual, a little bit of casual here and there, a little bit of art, and also a little bit of home shopping network. So let's get that out of the way first, and then we can start drawing, because I want to draw some Final Fantasy today. Make this a little more involved with art, a little more drawing action.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you're gonna be working too, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be working on some stuff, but yeah, I think you did a good job explaining the situation. I think everyone is familiar with an event that's been canceled. It's like seems like everything everywhere, especially in the last 48 hours, is getting canceled or postponed. Like not exactly canceled, but postponed, which still isn't great, but.
Yeah, all right. Let's. I guess we can just move on to our next topic, and that's actually going through some people we personally want to shout out. So I mean, do you want to go first or?
Yeah. First,
if you're ready, I'm ready.
Why we're doing this?
Yeah. So.
Well, artists, they depend on the money that they make.
Yeah.
In the artist alley, and so some people aren't gonna eat this month.
That's right. It's gonna be
some people were depending on these sales, so we're gonna browse, we're gonna peruse them, but you might see something you like. You might want to jump over there and support them by making a purchase or checking it out. Put some food in those artists' bellies.
Yeah, these drawings are going fast. You want to pick them up? It's a limited time offer.
Who do you want, Sherman? Who do you?
I'm ready to go if you want to.
Yeah. Show me somebody. Who do you got?
All right, I got here. Let's go between. Beep. A beep. Just switch on over to that. Yeah. Okay. So we got here on. First up is Mon Art. I assume because we had dinner with Mon and the other guys that I'm going to show. Basically, the people I've picked to showcase are the people we had dinner with our last dinner before we in Chicago, and I think Mon was supposed to be at ECCC. I feel like it.
Ooh, that's some good work.
Yeah, this is Mon's art, so check him out. Some really, really, really lovely painterly work, and give him a follow too. Give him a follow too. We got callers on the line. Okay, Rachel's calling in. We got Rachel. Yes. We got 15 callers for this one. Okay, so it's going really fast. You guys want to pick him up? I'm sure. Mon has a website here as well. I'm just going through Instagram because that's a lot easier. So yeah. In Artist Alley, we have basically tables stacked next to each other. If you guys have never been to one, just like tables stacked next to each other, kind of like any trade show or like a market where they're selling goods, but instead of like oranges and stuff, we're selling art. So yeah. So lovely, my Sharonay. Oh wow, this is a really, really nice one. I really like this one. I'm not sure who she is, but wait.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wait, is that?
Can I see that Morgan?
Want to see the Morgan? Where's she at?
Oh, what kind of delay is on this stream? Because I'm having a hard time. I don't know if I'm watching you're browsing in real time.
Good. So it's 30 seconds.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so some lovely stuff. I actually picked up from Mon myself. Which one was it? Oh, it is. See, stuff like this that puts me to shame. I'm like, crap. I need to get on my game. It's like a lot of motivation when you see really nice art.
I got Morgan. Scroll up again a little bit.
Morgan? Okay. I got the toga, by the way. Oh, this one. Yeah, I see this one. Yeah, this Morgan. This one. Ooh. I love the painterly textures. Okay, Daisuke says, I'm drawing too, by the way. And he wishes he can do digital art like that. All right, so moving on.
The color palette on that Morgan. My goodness.
I really like this one. This is cool. I have a little story about Baimon too. It's so funny. This is the funniest thing. I shocked him a little bit because, I mean, I'm nobody, but like I was my first ever artist alley was at Fanime, and the first art that I've ever purchased at any artist alley was actually Baimon's. He's like, what?
Oh really?
Yeah.
First print.
First ever, and it was 2015, and I was just like, I didn't start artist alley. I didn't start doing artist alley until 2016, so I was just kind of scoping out the scene. I was like, dang, I like his stuff. But anyways, yeah, give him a check. Okay, do you have somebody you want to share? Because I got my tabs ready to go.
Man, I got too many people I want to share.
Okay, let me go on to the next one.
So many good people.
All right, moving on. So yeah, this is the last call for Mon Art. Dial in now.
We call 1-800 Emerald City online. Put your calls in.
Put your calls in. All right. Bertha says she wants. Okay, look, this one's going. Okay, we're sold out of that. Got it. All right. So what we have here? We got Sookie Michelle. Sookie Michelle is another friend of ours that we had dinner with. This is the same dinner we've had. Sean Donnan, and for sure he was supposed to be at ECCC. 3 C's.
ECCC. Man, I love Sean, dude. Sean's work is so cool. I just got his Witcher piece.
Oh, dude.
Which, if you've, not to spoil it, if you've played Witcher, you're probably gonna dig like all the details he hides in the background.
Yes, so that's so funny. It sounds so much like home shopping. Yeah, I got one of these. Matter of fact, this one I own myself. So I'm telling you, not even.
I have this hanging on my wall at home, and folks, I tell you, not a day goes by I don't wake up, look at it. I'll never regret that purchase.
No BS. I will take a picture right now and actually, but I have this on my wall, and I will definitely bake. Boogie, can you do a little thing for me? So yeah, the good thing about one of the very unique things about one of the unique things about there you go. Just send it to my Dropbox, personal Dropbox, or yeah. One of the unique things about this is that they're metallic prints, or metal prints. Like, what's the term for it? Yeah, they're nice. Oh,
he's got metal prints, so it's like
they're just called metal prints
on sheets of metal.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Get some of the
very shiny. Those you really have to like see in person to appreciate. Like those are like that. Those are pretty cool when you move them around in the light.
There you go. Got it. Yeah. So the Nezco, that thrill of no control Z. That thrill of no control Z. Ah, yeah. No undoing, right?
Dude, I gotta watch this Demon Slayer. This looks pretty good. I've seen some snippets of it. It looks.
Yeah, we keep telling you to watch it. It's so good.
A lot of people tell me to I'll go to anime shows and kids will be, you watching this? You watching that? And it's like, no, but I'll like keep a little note card and take notes and check it out. And that's one that I've heard so much of. I'm finally like, okay, let's see what this is. Let's see what's going on here.
It's one of those shows where you don't have to force yourself to keep watching. Like, it's like a really good bag of potato chips. You're just like, oh my god.
Oh, click on that Witcher piece. I think people dig that. That one's cool. It's a funny story. He was just in Japan in December. At the same time, me and my fiance was in Japan.
Wait, where's the Witcher one? You said there's Witcher or what? Which one?
Yeah, there's a Witcher. It's kind of like Geralt. It's the dude with the white hair and the.
That's Witcher.
Yeah,
oh, Witcher. Oh, I was thinking of every time you said that, I kept thinking Bloodborne for some reason. Wow, my brain's not here. Anyways, yeah.
That's a close up of it, but like you gotta see the whole thing. Like I said, it's got a bunch of stuff in the background.
Yeah.
If you play the game, you definitely enjoy it. Because my work's like that. Like I like posters that you can with a lot of detail that you can look at and you notice something new every time. So he's got, if you click next, you can see the whole thing, and he's got lot of the demons and the craziness in the background. Yeah, like
so
there's like the little ghost baby.
Yeah.
Aaron's like ghost daughter. So cool.
They're not goblins, they're yurei. Yurei. I think. Am I right? Boogie Yurei? Yurei is the ghost, right? Japanese folklore ghost. Yeah, Yurei. Yurei. It's really cool. It's like a lot of ghosts in Japanese folklore, and he's got this really nice screen printing style. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, especially when you're holding one of these, it looks 10 times as good. I mean, they're good now, but when you see them like in your hands, it's just nice.
Yeah. All right, I've got somebody.
All right, let's pull him up. Snowball, John Snowball. All right, yeah. I'll switch on back to you.
If you guys go to a lot of comic conventions,
I got you.
You might have seen this guy's stuff. It's really good, Mr. Dragunus. He does a lot of traditional work. He does like a lot of fantasy ink work.
What's the name? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna search him up because yours is still backwards. But Dragonus.
My screen is still backwards.
That one is, yeah. I think, yeah, that one's backwards. That window.
Goodness.
No, because yeah, that has to do with the other. Don't flip anything. Just give me the name. Dragonus. Zoom in real quick, or.
So he just did this Berserk piece. It's pretty wicked.
Oh yeah, I mean they look good that way too. How do you spell it? I'm trying to spell it.
Yeah, I'll send you a link.
Okay.
Yeah, check this guy's stuff out.
Okay. Got him. Oh, Dragunas. And then you can keep linking me the other people too. JM Dragunas. Got it. Oh, dude, this him?
So,
okay.
I can't tell what you're looking at because again the delay on the screen.
I'm looking at his. Yeah.
So that Berserk, I told him like 2 years ago he should check out the manga Berserk because he does a lot of medieval fantasy stuff that's super killer. So like I'm like, you know, if you like Dark Souls, if you like this fantasy art, you should check out the Berserk. You'd like to dig it. And so he finally made one. It's friggin' awesome. I saw him here. Yeah, it's there. You see the Skull Knight. He's the skull with the little pointies coming out of his head. There's some progress.
Oh, okay, yeah, I clicked it. So I know I'm delayed. Yep.
I've got a few of his Mon okay pieces.
I might have stumbled on his Twitch. Does he Twitch stream?
I do not know.
I feel like I was at a stream one time, and I was watching somebody drawing stuff like this. I was like, wow, it's really cool.
Yeah, I saw him at C2E2, and I saw the new Berserk, and I was like, dude, this is freaking awesome. There's like real screen tones in the armor and stuff. And he was like, you know, I'm glad you dig it because I was thinking about you while I made it because you recommended that I check this out. And so it's like it's cool that you really like it. And I was like, I love it. So I bought the original. I bought like the actual original painting that he had for sale. It was worth every penny. Got to get it framed. We'll talk about that later.
We will be talking about framing as well because.
Yeah, you spend $300 on a good piece of art. You got to get it framed properly.
Yeah.
Even if you get a print, you need to frame it properly. But that Berserk band was so good. And then I just sent you links to some of the other ones too there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another link here. All right, so that's I'm Dragunas. Check him out. And J.M. No, they dots. Just J.M. Dragunas to get there. Oh, he's following me. What? The heck?
Yeah, when I told him you were at C2E2, he was super excited, but we just never got a chance to connect.
Oh man.
He was like, I know that guy. That guy's cool as hell. I was like, you got some good anime. Let's get pizza.
Get the anime titties.
Oh, he does those anime titties. Now I definitely gotta get pizza with this guy.
Alright, we have that. So I'm just gonna check him out. Last call. These are going fast, by the way. They're just going up.
Folks, let me tell you something. The opportunity of a lifetime is only as good as the lifetime of that opportunity.
This just
need that right now.
This just in. So the Jetty purchased one of these metallic prints here. If you can see, I'm sharing a screen right now. I'm sharing the actual. I have it on the side of my monitor right here, right on the left side. There you go. That's by Sean. But we talked enough about Sean. We're moving forward. We got who we got here. Oh yeah, one more by you, and I'll switch back onto my roster.
Do one more. Do Peach Momoko.
No, I will. No, what I'm saying is I will go through them. I'm gonna just switch off between you and me, like back and forth, and then we'll
okay,
show my two, and then you show your two. Yeah, back and forth. Wow. Okay, I believe you guys are seeing it right now. So we got Mr. Robert Wilson the Fourth.
Oh yeah, Robert, man.
Robert. Hey.
This is one of my screen print buddies.
Hell yeah. So tell us a little bit something about screen print, because some people.
I can tell you a lot about screen print.
I mean, what is it essentially? Just in like elevator. The.
Just a quick pitch. Yeah. Screen printing's a really old way of printing things, making art. Yeah. It's a little technical, but super rewarding because of the really cool quality and just craft of doing it, you know.
Yeah.
And so Robert, I met Robert at conventions like years and years ago, and Robert's done some really great gig posters.
Yeah. For
bands. He's done. He has his own comic. He's got a lot of things, but he's just now starting to get into doing some screen prints of the Gundam and animes that he likes, and I think that's super cool. I support that idea.
I know you showed.
I've got his Gundam unicorn piece hanging on my wall. It looks super cool. It's on like a foil.
You talked about the process of it last time, but it's not just like digital laser print where it just comes out of the machine, right? It goes through like passes of layers and actual paint that they have to actually spread onto a sheet and press down and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a whole thing, and we can talk more about that later when we talk about.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's right. Staying on track.
You're staying on track. I guess you're staying on track. Yeah.
Jetty, you're like a force of energy that, like, if you turned a hose on high and then you didn't grab it, it just
sometimes
going everywhere.
I'm battling myself, dude. That's the story of my life. I'm thinking about like a million things. I'm just like, just snag onto one. You're good, man. Just stay on it.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're looking at Robert's stuff. Like, is this your first time you're seeing Robert's stuff?
Yeah.
What do you think of his anime pieces? You digging that?
Let me see.
You feeling that?
Of course, yeah. I'm looking for the anime ones. I see like Evangelion.
Because he's one of those buddies. He comes to me.
Look at the hands.
Because I told you I'm kind of the black sheep at comic conventions. Because I do a lot of anime stuff. I do like licensed Marvel, Star Wars stuff, or like official stuff like that. But like my most popular stuff is the personal projects I do of anime pieces, so I'm doing a lot of anime shows.
Yeah, I love these freaking anime pieces. They're very retro, but they look so like legit. Like they look like production pieces too.
It's cool to see when like a Westerner tackles the style, or like a comic book artist tackles anime style. It's like the results is not. It's not like a derivative translation of the medium, which you get sometimes. It's like his own unique style. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, there's something about, like, I always talked about this in the streams, but there's the genre anime is so big, so large, and very versatile. There's a lot of just different types of animes. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah. So he comes to me at these comic conventions. Yeah. And he's like, "Hey Alex, you're always going to these anime shows. Are these good shows? Should I start? If I made like a Gundam print or an anime print, you think people would want to buy it?" And I'm like, "Brother, let me tell you, I'm biased because I want him to. I was like, oh, hell yeah, make a Gundam print. Just do it. Just go crazy."
Yeah. All right. So let's move on. That was Mr. Robert Wilson the Fourth.
Yeah, I'll link Homeboy in the chat.
We're moving fast. All right, we got Justin. So this is our not the last person. Shoot. Can you also link me Corkulus real quick while I'm showing this? I'm gonna show Corkulus. That's Drake.
Mm.
Yeah, because I'm gonna show chasing artwork, Justin's art. So while you do that, so I met chasing artwork same dinner first time Justin. Sucks because he was like on the other side of the table, so I didn't really talk much. But cool guy, cool guy. We had pizza together. It was good pizza. Just
yeah, we did have some pizza.
We made that eye contact, and I saw the glimmer in the eye. We sparkled at a little moment. Just the bouquet circles floated by, and I was like, "Oh, that's Justin." Yeah, so that's our moment. Yeah, we really didn't talk much, but wanted to share his work. Oh yeah,
he's a cool dude.
Got nice. Oh, Zone of the Enders. I was a huge fan of this art. I mean, this game, but yeah, this art's amazing too. All those facets.
Man, I've been putting off getting that Zone of the Enders VR game on Steam.
There's a VR.
Yeah, apparently it's like a real lazy port, so it's got a lot of problems with it.
I don't. Yeah, I hate a lot of movement. It makes me dizzy on VR. But I love Zone of Enders so much. Definitely watched. We were talking about real quick. I wanted to say like, freaking Demon Slayer, man. I watched that like whole series in like one day, man. It's so good. That's a good one. We got Iron Man.
How many episodes are out right now of it? Is the whole season out?
One season's out, and it's not much. How many seasons? Boogie, how many episodes in season 1 Demon Slayer? It's like 20, right? Maybe less. Maybe like 12. But it's got a... Okay, I'll just give you like a little idea of the feel of the show. It's like very dark atmosphere. Almost like, for me, it felt like Bloodborne starting off. It feels like Bloodborne for an anime. Like if it were turned into an anime. But then they throw in a lot of the shonen. Shonen is like the Naruto's, the very popular like One Pieces. You know One Piece, Naruto.
I never watched it, but I know what it is.
It's that genre of manga. You know what manga shonen is? I don't explain that. It's the boy animes.
I'm hip.
Boy
I'm
mangas.
hip to it.
Yeah.
I don't read it. I don't read all of it, but I'm aware of its existence.
Oh, there's 26 episodes. Yeah. They throw in some of that slapstick humor and stuff in there, and it starts to become a little watered down with that. But the premise of the story is still just breath of fresh air. But yeah, we're still on Justin's page here. There you go. Nice. So go give Justin a follow. Check him out. I know this is like what the hell? I didn't sign up for this. You guys been. We're doing things a little different today, okay? So if you didn't expect this, please just hang tight. If it's not for you, stay around anyway. It doesn't matter. You're stuck with it. Jev, Yev-san, small boy animes.
Oh, the show. Oh, shonen.
Yeah, Vincent says another dead game thanks to Konami. Yeah, it's the saddest thing because Zone of the Enders, man, it was so revolutionary when it came out. It was so action packed, so fast paced. It's just like boom, pow, pow. I'm like, whoa. So those sounds is how I explain the Zone of the Enders. Have you played it?
Yeah, I played Zone of the Enders 2. I actually went out and found it on the PlayStation and tried revisiting it.
So if you've played it, you know what I'm talking about. Does that sound about right? It's just pow.
Yeah, it's like one of the first mech games I played where you just kind of like then you like hold on you'd like press a hold on a lock button or something, try and collect as many people in your scan, let loose like a bazillion rockets.
Yeah, it just makes you almost feel like a god in that game, like a god robot. You're just,
man, I'm all about god robots.
Just owning everybody. Okay, moving on. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Chasing Artwork. We'll go back to yours. your list here.
Oh, do Peach.
Peach. Is it Peach next? I think we had Robert Wilson. Oh, we already did that. Rocket. Peach. So was Peach? I'm following Peach. I know Peach.
Peach is awesome. I met Peach at Rose City Comic Con like 3 or 4 years ago. She's right across from me, and I kept anytime like a customer came to my booth and bought something and gave me money, I'd run across the aisle and go to her booth, give her that money, and buy something. Like her stuff was so good, it was like unbelievable that like she wasn't as known at the time, and I was just blown away. But I knew, like, you looked at it and I just thought like, man, this is so good. You're going places, you know. It's like one of those artists where I look at them as not as the artist I am myself, but as just a strict like admirer and patron of them, like to the point of like people would, you know, to the detriment of my own. Like people would come to my booth and be like, "This stuff's great." I'm like, "This is all right. Follow me real quick. I'll take you to a booth that's got some real good stuff." And I'd bring them over to Peach and be like, "Check this out." You know, I just one of those artists that makes you forget that you're an artist.
Yeah.
Her stuff is so good.
That's what the definition of an artist through and through. So yeah, Peach.
And she's
Momoko,
so sweet.
60.
At first, you know, she's so sweet and she's so small. And
you want to protect her.
She knows a little bit of English at the time, and she's just like, "Oh, hello, hi," and she's so sweet. And then you look at her art, and it's like really dark. It's like really messed up. And it's like, this is perfect.
So she's from Japan, right? She's just Japanese.
Yeah, her and her husband, manager Yo, live in Japan, and unfortunately, they weren't able to. They kind of saw the writing on the wall, and earlier in the year, decided that they had to cancel their American appearances.
Oh.
So they
says it right here. Like, it just stumbled on her Emerald City post. It says, "It pains me to announce that I will be canceling Emerald City and Planet Comic Con official 2020 because of the coronavirus outbreak. I was very excited to meet many of you and enjoy this yummy Seattle and Kansas food. Me too. We're all feeling it. I promise I will be back as a better artist than today." Oh, that's so sweet. P.S. Let's beat this virus. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Gambarimasu.
Show some of her pieces on the stream.
Oh yeah, I think.
No, I just see the chasing guy.
What?
Yeah.
This whole time I've been sitting here. Oh shoot! When I clicked on the link, I didn't put it into the window that's showing.
You fool!
Oh, cancel. Everything was going so smoothly. Yeah,
her stuff's really good. She's all traditional, all watercolor. Dude, I've never seen anyone work harder at an artist alley. Because she takes commissions before she even gets there. She takes commissions on the spot. Yeah. And for years, I'd see her at shows and just be like inviting her and Peach and Yo, be like, "Guys, come to dinner." And they're like, "We can't. We have to go to the hotel room
and draw 10
homework.
pieces.
We have to finish homework." And then she'll do commissions all night, and then she'll come to the show. She like works nonstop at the booth. It's crazy. And now she's doing all this published work with a lot of comics like Marvel and others.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of stuff in heavy metal.
I knew
it from the second I saw it. I was like, she's going places. Kid's got feet.
She's hot.
She's hot. She's got the skills, and it's strange to see like her art style has gotten more colorful and a little more like since she's been making work for like Western audiences. You can see a sort of change. Me personally, I like the further back you go.
Yeah.
I like the darker stuff, the scarier stuff.
Yeah.
She's another artist I bought an original from. I bought her original Tetsuo.
Oh, from Akira.
Framed and hung on my wall.
You hamed it and frummed it on. You hamed it and frummed it on your wall. Oh yeah.
Oh, Mononoke is cute.
Yeah, I'm going through it. So much energy and life in all of these. The colors and definitely stands out. It's one of those artists that catches your eye. And you're like, okay, this is unique. Still some special here. Some special art. Yeah. Vincent says pro streamer, pro Miles, and I love the like variety and the versatility of her style. That's one thing that I really admire when I see artists you can see like just how much they're capable of, like traditional and does she do digital? It doesn't see a lot of.
I think she's all traditional, man.
Wow,
I mean, they might do some digital and post, but I mean, she sits down there and jams with those watercolors.
Yeah. That's what it seems to me. Okay. Yeah, see, that makes it even more insane too. Wow.
Yeah, switch to my screen real quick.
Okay. Switch to your screen.
This is a picture of her and I sharing a booth at New York Comic Con.
Aw.
She looking real tough.
That's so cool.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is there. Oh, here's a picture. We had her over. Forget what show. She came to our apartment. She visited Austin, so we hosted her. We had this party between me and the local sketch group here in Austin, Texas, and as a thank you, she surprised us. It's hard to see in this picture here, but she did a super cute little portrait of my fiance and I. It's adorable. She made me look way cuter than I was there. And then she also did.
Space Channel 5.
Yeah, Lauren commissioned her to do Space Channel 5.
That's awesome. Man.
I wish I had a picture of the Tetsuo, because it is super awesome.
Is it fire?
It's like
Is it
it's one of the best original pieces of art I've bought and gotten framed. Yeah.
It's litty. They getting litty, babe. I really love this one. Oh my goodness.
Space Channel 5 was great.
I didn't know you guys played Space Channel 5.
Lauren loves it.
Oh, did you play it? It's a Dreamcast game.
Not great at it. I'm not great at it.
Yeah. I actually never owned it, but I had like a demo for it. Oh.
We just got our Dreamcast set up, and we've been playing Sonic. We saw the Sonic movie, and that really got us itching to play Sonic Adventures, so we set up the Dreamcast.
Oh, the Adventures game.
Mm-hmm.
I love that game. I love that game so much. So yeah, you guys have any questions at all? Like, let me know. This is just going on, just moving by.
Yeah, those are just cool artists we thought we'd share because unfortunately they can't make it out to Emerald.
Yeah.
If you like Jetty stuff, you might like it.
Justin, Matthew. Oh, yeah, and Matthew. I don't think Matthew was going to ECCC, but if you guys want some healthy serving of waifu art, check him out. So it's kind of down my alley. All right. His setup is always so freaking impressive. So freaking impressive. And like presentation is like half the battle of selling art, you know.
At conventions, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like a little showman. You get your little look at this snake oil cart where it comes open and you like step right up, everybody.
Yeah.
Step right up.
But we won't stick around here too much, otherwise I might get flagged. I'm gonna get in trouble. Hold on, music. Space Channel 5 had the best music. Sure did. Speaking of music, I wanna put on some background music because I think you'll be able to hear it too. It'd be nice.
Oh yeah, that was something that was weird about
not having
streaming with you late last night. Was like we got off and I was like, that's the longest I've ever drawn without blasting music in my ears. It's so weird drawing in silence.
Yeah, this is like a 3 minute song. So for 3 minutes, please enjoy some music while we do this. Just a little bit of ambient song. Okay, what else we have? We have another lined up. Who else? Oh, there's the last kid that was at the table with us. Corkulus.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, I sent you that link.
Yeah, thanks for pulling him up. You got him right. So Corkulus is another one of those artists that's really incredible in work, skill, discipline, dedication, and just work ethic is off the charts with this guy. I'll show up to a show and have like one drawing, and he'll have like 8 new ones, or not. I won't even have a new one in each show. I'll just bring out. I don't know. Yeah, he's so fast.
Yeah, pull up his work. Make sure it's on the right window.
Yeah, it's on the right one. There he is.
Yeah, we were talking at dinner, and I was like, how long, does it take you to finish a piece? And he said 8 hours. It's like, get out of here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'd be happy to get 12. Like 8 hours is like 8 hours is my sketch.
When you watch the videos on his Instagram, dude knows where he's going, what he's doing. It's one of those artists where every stroke has a purpose.
This Monster Hunter piece, I don't know if you've seen it. It's like an electric monster with like this guy swinging a sword at. This is like my all-time favorite piece of his. It's just so incredible. It's gonna switch to it very soon. I'm looking at it right now. See, I commented, "Fat, this is great." Yeah, there's some Berserk. Yeah. Some Smash.
I'm still not seeing it on the thing.
Oh,
on the stream, I mean.
We're stuck on Neko, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's on the right page. Oh, it is. No, it's
like
not.
A fire hose.
It's not the right one. Such a doo-doo head. Alright, it's on the... Okay, I was talking about this piece. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, the level of detail. Wow. And the speed. Yeah, so I wish I had that. Part of me wishes it, because I'm happy with the way I approach things. Like I said, I think for a lot of these fast artists, I might be wrong about Drake or Corkulus. But yeah, is that there's a specific process and they know what they're going for and they're gonna knock it out the same way every single time, like a set process. It's just their favorite, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like that's a very, very smart and efficient way to work. I can't stick to the same process more than twice. That's my problem. So I'm always relearning and re-educating because it's kind of fun to experiment and learn. There he is. Nice, it's my favorite monster. Yeah, thanks, Colin. By the way, he not seeing it. Thanks. Maybe I should share my screen to you, and you can just look through the Google Hangout instead of, because I'm not even drawing. The reason why I didn't share it on my the Google Hangout is because I didn't want to eat up the bandwidth while talking to you. But I can share my screen. Actually, no. If I do, you'll see all the.
Oh, look, there he is. Look at this, his little face.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff.
Oh yeah. Corkulus. So there's that. That's all the people that we have on the roster for tonight. Anyway, maybe we'll do it again tomorrow if you guys can, like, if you guys have artists you want to share, just use the hashtag and we'll plug it in for the next one. But try to move it a little faster because I know some of you guys might be getting a little antsy, want me to draw something and see some action.
Yeah, get to the part where you share all the secrets.
I'll get
to the part where you share.
Okay, so what you do is you gotta
magic brush.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that.
Where's the art button in Photoshop? That's what we're here for.
The brush button. Oh shoot.
What brushes do you use? Tell me your ways.
Yeah. So yeah, there it is. Check them out. Corkulus. Gentry from Canada.
Oh yeah, comes down from Canada.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Turn off this music because I get copyright.
I didn't even hear the music, by the way. I didn't even.
You can't hear. Oh, cause.
Oh, well, I have the stream.
You have the stream, yeah. I got copyright striked my last video.
So the secret Clip Studio brushes.
Don't tell them about my brushes. Boom. I am actually going to try to release brushes on my next package, just FYI. My first brush set will be included in the next Patreon pack, but I'll do its own a separate video for that. Yeah, let me just switch over to my drawing canvas.
Yeah, let's see what you're working on. What you working on?
I just got this drawing. I'm not started anything yet. I want to just take it easy because I don't want to work on like client work. So I'm just gonna sketch some faces for Cloud. You know, sometimes when I don't know what kind of composition I want, I'll just start off with just a face, just to get the brain moving.
Like starting from just a blank page, fresh canvas like that?
Yeah.
Cool. That's interesting.
I'm just gonna do like, today we're gonna draw a little bit of... Oh, hey, thanks, man. Bladam says, I love your video. Greetings from Peru. Pog, we gonna need some time-lapse waifu videos. You meant to say probably? Pog? Some time-lapse waifus? Maybe that's why they're here. Like, damn it. I was gonna draw Cloud's face. And they're like, damn it, I'm unsubscribed to this.
Well, you know what? You should. They should go, like all the artists that we shared.
Yeah. They
should go to their Instagrams and be like, draw the waifus. Robert's gonna be like, what the hell is a waifu? I'm gonna see him at the next con. He's like, man, I'm knocking out these waifu commissions, making that anime titty money. Oh yeah, brother.
Maybe I'll draw Tifa. I can draw Tifa. Draw some Tifa's Final Fantasy. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna draw Tifa today then. Dang it, I really want to draw freaking Cloud though, because I'm gonna do another Final Fantasy print. All right. Make sure that's not. You're working too right now?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm doing the best I can. My computer's kind of chunking out because of all the streaming stuff. But
actually, I always draw Tifa. I'm trying to draw Yuffie. Yuffie's cool. Yeah, Yuffie's really cool. Yuffie look cool. Yeah, I don't know much about Final Fantasy. I know little snippets of it, like story, plot, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I missed that one as a kid. Never got into that one.
Yeah, me too. This is my secret brush, guys. So I'm gonna start off with this brush called Chalk. You can't find it default on Clip Studio. You have to purchase it. Just kidding. It's actually default brush. You didn't get that. It a joke. Am I on my screen? Let me show on my screen. Yeah. Okay, so it's your screen, my screen. Okay. It's hard to. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, it's not bad. Yeah. And then I can switch between while I'm drawing. Oh yeah, this is great. So while I'm okay, because I'm streaming my canvas. I'm sharing it. I'm mirroring this display on OBS. And then I'm drawing it, so it eats a lot of bandwidth. But this seems not be too bad. So when I don't know really what I want, I'll just start off with the head. The head. And even just jump right into the funnest part, the best part, the eyes, and I'll just like draw an eye. Like, it's just a way to get things started. Draw anime boobs. Draw anime boobs. Okay, we'll see about the boobs. I don't know. Yuffie isn't, honestly, I don't think she's that boob type. She's not really the boob type. But we'll see. Are you guys familiar with Yuffie? You're not, huh? She's the short-haired one. You quieted down for a second.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know how you. I start to like get really focused in on the drawing.
Yeah.
And then I zone out a little bit. I don't know how you are able to.
I'm all over the place, man. It's hard. It's hard.
Talk and draw at the same time. I don't know how like artists at conventions do it with all the energy and the noise and all that's going on, and they're knocking out commissions right there at the booth. It's pretty impressive.
Thank you, Frederico. Yuffie is the ninja from Final Fantasy. She is the ninja. I don't know any story elements about her. All I know is she looks like a ninja, so I assume she's a ninja, and I've seen her before. Yeah. For me, like I'm managing the stream too. I'm like switching between using OBS and all these links and reading our notes for the talking points and stuff, and it's like, it's hard. But I think after a while you do it, you get used to it, and I've not done it for so long.
I can see why. Like I notice some people who do like the podcast or they stream they do the video of them doing the podcast and stuff like that, have people in a separate room that manage all the little buttons, and switching screens and all that craziness, because it really is a lot of work.
Yeah, like Jamie.
Jamie, pull up a waifu real quick, Jamie.
pull up a Snicker bar. How many people die from Snicker bars? Can you survive off Snicker bars? Matter of fact, would you eat Snicker bars straight for a month? And that's all you ate? What?
Probably not. No, they changed them too. Did you notice that they changed Snicker bars? A lot of candies apparently are doing this. It's like what's the term for it? It's like not shrink gate, but like a shrink conspiracy or something. But they're either raising prices or keeping the same price, while at the same time lowering either the quality of the product or the size of the product, or like shrinking the size of it, so you're paying the same or more for less. You're getting less value for your dollar. Like I think it was Cadbury eggs got busted because they were smaller, and then you go to their website and it would say right there like it said like, they're not getting smaller, you're getting bigger. Like, or something, like if you remember them from your childhood, and you're like, what? Nice. And then sure enough, what's his name, BJ Novak, one of the dudes involved with the American Office, for whatever reason, I forget, it's been a while since I've seen the interview, but he like collected Cadbury eggs. He'll buy like in bulk Easter candy after Easter and freeze it. And so he was able to put them side by side, and sure enough, they were significantly different. So Snickers now just don't feel like, I don't feel like they have as much of the nougat and the nut in them. I don't know if I would rock those for too long.
It's hilarious, man, because they do that. They're marketing for like chips too. You like buy like a small bag of chips, but it's like the same amount of chips in like the bigger bag. They're just filling it with air.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I mean, they claim that like the air is there to protect the chips. But come on, sometimes I open these things up.
Come on, bruh.
I don't need to protect it that good. Afford to put a couple more in here. Come on.
Sorry, I'm trying to switch to your screen. Yeah. So we got Archer asked if I use reference for the hair. Yeah, I got another monitor up. Just reference in a way. No, it's all coming from my head. I have visual memory, and I just don't forget anything I see. Of course I have reference. You have to. Most people.
Yeah, it's a pretty integral part. It's funny because there's people who claim like, oh, I never use reference. Like there's like that really matters to some people for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah.
I think it has.
Which is fine, but I don't think what they understand is that they're referencing themselves. They're referencing their own art that's developed from creating that way. Because everyone has a visual vocabulary. Everyone has like a bank of images that they draw from mentally when they go to draw. And so people who never use reference are just regurgitating their own inner visual library, which is cool in some cases. Like some artists do it, looks great. Mobius, like, yeah, I don't know if a lot of you anime fans are hip on Mobius, but that's a dude who just pulls from the ether, and his stuff was super creative, super amazing.
Oh, I know Mobius. I do.
Man, Mobius was supposed to be at Emerald City. No, I'm kidding.
I'm using reference of the original Final Fantasy VII. Just for the outfit, pose and all that stuff. It's just from my head. I'm just trying to keep it simple. I'm trying to figure out which. She has like a cross weapon. It's honestly not very. I don't think it's very practical for a weapon because it's like a cross, and I don't know. You just end up poking yourself unless you're holding it like it's like a gigantic cross. So I'm trying to figure out whether to put it in this hand or the other hand. If it's in here and it's a cross, you can't have it really that way. Otherwise, you're gonna end up poking yourself, maybe. Oh. So in a case like this, I think if I were to draw the cross first and then attach the hand to it, it'll figure. So I'll be able to figure out that a little easier. Javier Castellan, when you gonna send out some on Patreon? We talking about brushes? What? When you gonna start sending out stuff on Patreon? Bruh, you gotta be more specific. I don't know what I don't even know though.
Hey, can you hear my Wacom pen scratching against the screen?
That's so nice.
Is it annoying? Are you
No,
picking that up?
I don't.
Because I feel like I can hear it.
I don't really pick it up, but usually I enjoy that sound. You hear mine?
No.
I've been really smooth with the way I'm holding it, actually.
Do you have a light hand, or do you carve into the tablet?
I used to carve it really hard, but not anymore. Light hand.
I buy these awesome screen protectors made for Wacom screens from this company. I forget their name, and they're so dope. Because I have a heavy hand, and I'm just like digging into my screen. I'll take them off like every 6 months. I'll replace them, and you can just hold it up to the light and see all these like scratch marks.
Oh, so you scratch your screen? Yeah, I know what you mean. I know I have that too. I have like little indentations, but
yeah, if you don't replace the nibs, then they get like they get carved at an angle, and then you go to draw with the sharp angle, and it cuts into the thing, and it's no bueno.
No bueno, huh? All right, so right now, this is kind of how it would be. But if I put the arm here, how would it fit? It can't. It can't. It can't wrap the arm this way. Oh, it's tricky. I don't think she could hold it. She'd have to have it in the other hand right here. Yeah. So, two. You can also, if you want to. If you have like a big shape like this, drawing each individual spike first, like individually, you risk making it look a little wonky and broken. And just drawing a little cross hair, kind of like a little infrastructure line helps to keep everything lined up. Just draw this. Oh, line here indicate that. I'm just doing both hands. It's cool to have both. She doesn't have two. Maybe it's my own take. They're like, that's not canon. You can't do that. She only holds one.
How do you feel about fans like that at conventions who want like a literal translation of the medium?
Yeah.
Like zero tolerance for artistic liberties.
How do I feel? I'm traumatized by them, man. Too much trauma. Too much trauma because I got there's supposed to be another video on that itself, but I got my Nezuko blacklisted from DeviantArt because of I mean it's along the lines of that because
What are you talking about?
My drawing was taken off of DeviantArt.
Blacklisted for deviating from the source material?
Well, because it was sexualizing Nezuko, which is she's like an wholesome, innocent young girl in the anime.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. I know I sexualized it, but I did it as freaking tastefully as possible. I don't just think of the boob, but because there is boob, they're like, "How dare you!" People are
That is too bold.
They were clutching their pearls, and so they're like, "We can't have that." Oh. And here's the sad part. I mean, the worst part of it is till today, to this very day, they have like 10 times more lewd art versions of her on the site. Before and after that drawing was taken off. And I tried to appeal it twice, and it was rejected twice. It just got automated responses talking about, nope, you broke our terms. You're using adolescent in portrayal of sexualized manner, and it breaks their rules and regulations. And okay, how does this tie into like doing source material and stuff? Well, because somebody probably complained, because like there's tons of other pieces that are fine up there, but somebody had to complain on mine because there was like a flaming war on my Instagram under the drawing, and then they were just fighting over that piece, like she's just a minor. You shouldn't just. That's pedophilia. That's pedo bear stuff. So
well, was it a distasteful?
no,
I mean, I've seen some weird stuff on DV, like questionable. In Japan, I can't. Like when we went to Japan the first time, and I saw what was on the shelves. And normally in America, you'd go somewhere in there, like a video store, right? And there'd be a red curtain, and you go behind the red curtain, and then there's an area for all the naughty stuff. And I go, oh. And in Japan, it's just
normal.
Loot, like real loot stuff, is just on the shelves, plain as day, right next to everything else. And some of that stuff is a little too crazy for me,
risky, man. No. Here's the thing: I matured her up. Like she's full-figured woman. Like she is full-on woman. Like it would be weird. Or another thing, if I kept her like pubescent, tiny, and then looted her up that way. You gotta understand too. This girl, she has demon abilities, so she can transform into a more womanized version of herself. So it's like it's Demon Slayer, and that can be a part of the story. But no, my feelings, they offended them.
What character was it? Like what?
Nezuko. She's got like a pink kimono. It's like with a bamboo in her mouth.
Oh, the from Demon Slayer.
Yeah. That doesn't work either.
So that chick, that's like
That's taken
the
off.
dude's sister, right? And she's got like she is a demon, or like that thing's there to prevent her from,
Yeah, it's a
I'm assuming,
muzzle.
biting on people.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a homemade muzzle.
Well, I thought it was like some sort of like kink ball, and
Well, yeah, I mean that's kind of where I think they were, like, you know, it's in their subconscious. You know, when they were designing, they have suggestive material, and that was taken off. But I'm saying the problem with that is there's the people who can't pull away from the fiction from reality. They think that she's a real girl, and that's what I was saying, source material. So since I made her mature and lewd, they think it's literal, like I'm changing the story. I'm like, no, it's my interpretation. I'm an artist, dude. Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, you can have like a furry version of her, or I always talk about this. You can have like an old man version of her, and it doesn't affect the story. That's just my artistic license doing its thing. Like, say if I aged, what if I did a gender bend where there's a boy version of her? Is that a problem then? Or what if I gave her wrinkles and she had white hair and I said, oh, look, she's an old lady. You know, so it's just,
get out of here with that old lady.
she's like, oh my god, yeah, lady. She's not an old lady. Number one, she's not an old lady. Number two, you're
portraying grandmas in a really bad way.
Yeah, it's really broken thinking. And I tried to like list all of my arguments against why you shouldn't take this down. I honestly am a huge supporter of DeviantArt. I got all my work there growing up, and then they just like, and I paid for like the premium account all the time. It's like, I felt like a slap in the face. I was like, I don't know if I can support you guys anymore. I'm just gonna I will probably create my own website and just like no longer use DeviantArt, because that's really
taking my ball and I'm going home.
Yeah, the worst part of it is like I said, they continue to have lewd versions of Nezuko right now, and I don't want them to get taken down. I'm not trying to bust these people, but they exist. So if you're gonna enforce a rule, I'm fine with enforcing a rule, but make it like consistent across the board. Like, don't just single me out or tell me a reason why I was singled out. Like, let me know. Was somebody complaining? Was it that war?
Maybe you just got like a crazy hater. Like the video that you posted of us talking last time, there was one dislike.
Oh.
It's that one guy. He's just out to get. He's like watching. He's like, nah, I'm gonna dislike this. I'm gonna report that. I'm coming for you, Jetty. Watch out.
I'm sure I got a couple of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're everywhere. But you listen to the loud minority, like that. You alienate the people who are actually supporting you and making you what you are. And like DeviantArt is like so raunchy in some of the corners of the site. So it's like,
what? I haven't had anything that, like, I haven't had something like that happen, but like, for example, my Trigun piece has Trigun.
Hold on, before you finish that, Trigun thought right before you finish that. Just wanted to say, like, and my biggest thing is like, these people, like, all they see is boob. Like, once they saw boob cleavage, let me share it up here. I'm gonna share it with you guys here. I'm gonna get trouble here.
Bringing up the aforementioned potentially offensive, like
they'll see the boob, and that's all they see. They don't see the amount of work and craftsmanship that goes into it, the years of just like study that went into developing this piece. All they see, boob, nope, gotta cancel it, and it's really sad. But I'm sharing your screen. Go ahead, try again. So it happened with you. And
my piece is Trigun's front and center, or Vash is front and center, and he's holding Wolfwood's sword, all tied up in the fabric, and I just thought it looked super dope. I was like, hell yeah!
Oh, it's your own thing.
And people come up and they're like, it wasn't his weapon. That was Wolfwood's weapon. And I feel like I gotta be like, I'm like, well, there was one episode where he held it, so let's just, go with that then. Like, like pushing the glasses up. Like, technically, in the episode, let me carry that cross for you. He, in fact, carries the fucking cross. So, it's like, They get so, and they're like, oh yeah, I guess he does for a minute, but it's not his weapon. And it's like, well, I wanted to draw him holding a badass cross.
Oh,
So
yeah.
are you gonna buy some? Like,
I think it's
like, be at the booth. Like, come on,
I think
come on.
some healthy art banter, some just little talking. You know, you just. I think.
No, I don't mind that at all. It's the people. It's the people, and I get this at anime cons more than I get this at comic cons. But it's the people who come up to the booth and just go, "Wrong."
Yeah.
It's like, hi, how are you? Like, what?
They'll do that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, huh?
One girl one time came by and was like, "Boobies, boobies, boobies, boobies," and she went away.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you get at anime cons.
It's really rude.
It's like, you kind of like experience a whole other type of set of social skills or lack thereof, and you just can't. You just kind of have to like nod your head and accept it.
I wouldn't say so much the anime shows. I just think it's all around because I had some weird stuff happen at the. Was it Anime NYC? Yeah, Anime NYC. I mean, not, I guess anime. I guess. Emerald City. Was there something weird? Was it? Yeah, it was Emerald City. Yeah, we were telling about the girl and the guy who was like he like wouldn't let her boyfriend like buy the Android 18. It was so sad. She was just like it's just titties and ass. What are you gonna do with it? You can't put that up. It's just titties and ass. And he walked away all sad, like sad puppy. Like, damn, dude, it's okay. Because I was saying like, I don't know if you could put it all on anime because they're like the hot spot for the most controversial things, and they have like no censorship over there in the anime communities. But I guess you could say like the Artist Alley in American is a different beast. It's not Japan.
Yeah, some of my comic friends are like, yeah, it's about going to an anime con. I'm like, good, have fun. Like, don't even tell them. Just like, like watch them from across the way. They're like, what is going on here? Like, welcome to the show.
I was just
madhouse.
I was afraid. I was actually afraid of being like canceled in the more Western shows. That's the thing. I was looking there and I was like, I wish going, because coming from the anime shows, going to the Western shows, I was like, man, are they gonna be okay with this? And they are for the most part. It's so good. It's all good. I was like, hell yeah, man, hell yeah. This political stuff, it's just like when you see like one or two instances, it seems like it's everything. It doesn't represent everything. It's just in your face. These one or two instances, and it seems like it's everything. But overall, everybody's really cool.
Are you like you use Twitter and stuff like that, or like was it DeviantArt where this became an issue?
This is DeviantArt, yeah.
Yeah. My advice is usually just to stay off all of that entirely, like just avoid all of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch back.
But some people live there, man. Some people can't do that. They can't give it up.
They do. I got my start on there, and I got all my jobs and my job inquiries and contracts from there. Like larger companies and smaller ones, all of them. I was like, all right, I'm gonna switch on over to this adult Nezuko. You guys brace yourself. I think I already showed it. That's the thing. It's weird. I feel like I already showed it on the stream one time. Maybe not, because I haven't streamed for so long. All right, brace yourself. Here it goes. Here it goes. So yeah, this is what I got blacklisted, and I actually felt like I didn't think it would get that bad. Where it was like, this is the most comments on my Instagram for this one character. I didn't think it was going to get that bad, but I did have that conscious decision to make when I was doing it. I was like, I actually started one with it was a lot more wholesome. She's like in the forest, like more like stained glass window type of composition with like trees and the snow, and it's fully clothed and just very heartfelt, right?
Man, that is soft, dude. Like,
I got in trouble, dude. Trouble. You can't see. This is what I mean. It's like you can't hurt their feelings.
I mean, like the texturing is soft. Like the paint effect on the clothes is so good. Coming from someone who like I don't know a lot of like Demon Slayer. Like just looking at this as a piece of art of a generic anime character that I'm not like super familiar with. I don't. This doesn't look hypersexualized to me.
Yeah.
This looks fine. I just like the shit in the mouth is to me is like that. My first thought is it's like some like BDSM stuff, but that looks like an exact literal translation of what she has in the show.
Yeah,
But
and
like, you know,
that's
can you zoom in on like on the fabrics and stuff though? Like you did a really good job. Did you not have this at C2E2?
I did.
You did? Oh man, I did not see this one.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a conscious effort for me. I am like suggesting like the sexual nature of it. It's like BDSM, like it's like the straps and stuff. Like she's got a muzzle on, and it's But at the same time, I'm making it
as straps and stuff,
as classy as possible. I mean, there's no like chains or anything on her. And there's some pieces out there where she is like, because there's like they fight like spider demons and they have like webs.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about what is out there because I'm sure there's like.
No, I'm talking about this.
I believe you. There's a lot of.
Yeah. You don't have to explain, but I'm saying they took the idea from the spider fight and they used the webs, and this happens in the anime too. Like there's webs involved, so you have the muzzle mouthpiece, and then you have the webs. It's kind of like bondage, like a lot of bondage stuff going on.
They know who their customers are.
Yeah.
Like they know they're dancing the line half the time. Yeah. But you know who's just like blatantly just like out of their mind. There was it's a new anime. Maybe someone in the chat knows what this is. Yeah. Hold on. Lauren, what's that anime where it was like people were like banging animals and fairies and crossbreeding with.
Was that the manga, the hentai manga?
Hold on. What is it? Interspecies review or something like that. Like we saw something on YouTube for this anime, and it's not like. Yeah. I mean, dude, this is straight up like hentai, but it was shown and released as an anime, or I think Funimation's pulled it since, like it got controversial, it got pulled, but it was like we were watching it for like a minute, and we were just like, what in the hell?
What the hell is this?
Watch, there's gonna be some dude in the chat that's like, right.
Yeah, I know it. Yes, Mom.
Don't you dare talk.
Yeah.
It's art, actually. It's yeah.
Well, that's Bug Booty 224.
That's Bug Booty 224. Well, some of that Bug Booty 225. I think the sequel's much better.
Yeah, 225. Oh no! That's the newest one they're doing is the Bug Booty 5000 Hyperdimension.
I'm like old man anime because it's like I'm familiar with like the old stuff, and then just doing conventions in the last few years, I've become familiar with modern anime or like at least caught references or seen stuff. Yeah. 3 years you start to learn. I went from just showing up to these things, looking around at cosplay like, I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know nothing. And now it's like, oh, that's that one thing from the thing. Yeah. Some people have got me to check out some cool stuff, though. Like, there was
hell yeah.
I mean, fans told me to check out Berserk, and I did. Like, 2 years ago, they were asking me if I read the manga Berserk, and I remember thinking, like, oh, that's the dude with the big Final Fantasy sword or whatever. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Whoa, it was just 2 years ago?
And then I did, and I was like, this is amazing.
That's crazy.
Dude, I read all the manga up to when they get on the boat in a matter of, like, a week. Like, I just got it all on CBR and just burnt through it, and then, like, immediately did a Berserk piece. Like, I was so inspired and motivated.
I didn't know Berserk was that new for you.
Yeah, man. That's thanks to the anime kids.
That's great.
My Hero, I mean, you can't escape My Hero at the conventions. You see that everywhere, yeah. So I eventually checked that out. I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm getting hip to some of this.
You getting hip. So yeah, for that piece, I had a decision to make. I said, should I make it controversial? I actually said that. I was like, man, I got to be bold and stick to my guns. Like, if this is my brand, like I do waifus, as tasteful as possible. I do some very sentimental pieces as well. Like I don't just have like waifus, but I did decide, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do it. She is like 12 or something, 12 or 13, and that's my other thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, well, that's a pretty important detail.
No, but look, Evangelion characters.
She's not 12 in that picture.
Oh yeah, yeah. But the Evangelion girls, Yoko from Gurren Lagann, they're all like 12 and 13. Like majority, I see like 90% of anime waifus are underage. That's a thing, and nobody
I'm
says anything.
I'm aware that's a thing. Is that a thing you want to talk about? Is that I mean we're at
I'm
a crossroads.
I'm
It's like
I'm
is this
fine.
the topic
Like
you wanna talk
it's I'm
about?
saying, yeah, I'll talk about it. It's the anime culture, man. It's like it's just freaking it's fantasy, and you can portray them however you want. I'm portraying, this is me. I'm seeing in the light of a mature, developed woman who is of age. But again, they're fictional characters on the paper. It's like you do whatever you want, but it's like what I'm trying to say is these girls who are underage are not being like, there's no one saying anything about any of my other pieces of like any of the other characters out there that that I've drawn in the past, like Evangelion, for example. Um, any girl who has a school uniform on, Shokugeki no Soma, they're all like high school kids. I think no, they're going to culinary academy, so maybe they're older. But anyways, yeah, it's zombie. What's that zombie one with the high school zombies, Boogie?
Oh God, are you talking about High School of the Dead?
Yeah, is it High School of the Dead? Yeah,
Where it's just all fan service?
yeah.
Dude, that is like it's like, look, dog, I know where to get my pornography. Uh I'll go there. Like, don't you know what I'm saying? Like I'll go get my pornography and then I want to come get my anime. And I can keep like, keep on the plate, keep the two from touching. Like, I know. I mean, like, there's some where it's like, that's the only way you can get it? Like, I don't know. It's so weird that
Oh, it's a
like
different culture. That's
well, it's like you either like I would watch an anime about a post-apocalyptic high school. I
yeah,
would watch a hentai that took place in a post-apocalyptic high school. Like the two, but like go all out
yeah.
in either one end of
They
the
go,
spectrum. But
yeah.
it's like it's like the weird fan service where it's so lukewarm, and it's not either. It's not really hentai, and it's also not something I would ever watch on the bus or on my iPad at the gym.
Yeah.
Like it's just in this weird like
Here's the thing.
halfway point. It's
It's
like
it's just, it's the etchy genre in fan
what's
service.
what's
Etchy,
the etchy?
ECHI, I think, or is it two E's? But etchy is like it's Japanese for H, and H is for hentai, right? But when you say etchy, it just means like it's like softcore hentai. It's
Mm.
etchy is just softcore. It's like there's just tons and tons of hentai, and that's its own genre. And it's a huge like 70% of like animes that people watch or hella into are all etchy. That's why like Food Wars is one, but it's starting to come around and not be so etchy anymore. Like, um, but they just like it's like waifu's my lifeu. That's where that whole thing come from. So it's like that, yeah. But you see like you want it to be like this separation between the two genres. You don't like, it's like this weird middle ground that just makes it all weird. It's like mainstream, but then it's all sexualized in the mainstream. Well, let's get that. Let's get that High School of the Dead now. Gray line. The gray line. Vin says the gray line. Etchy is more about comedy or just fan service. Etchy is more about comedy or just fan service.
Yeah, I thought about doing. Have you seen La Blue Girl? Like one of the
Yeah. Oh,
OG
I've never
hentai
really.
films?
I've never seen an actual episode, but I've seen like pictures of it.
Are you like familiar with the artist's work? He's in a couple other pieces. Faku just released some English translations of uh what's it called? I forget. His other, not La Blue Girl, but his other property, which also is like, demon tentacle
Yeah.
stuff and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Um and he was actually going to be at San Japan. He was at San Japan last year, I think, and I couldn't go. But I think that stuff's like super dope. Like
Hell yeah.
in terms of like old school fucking
Retro hentais.
Retro hentai. Yeah, I was thinking I would do like some LeBlue girl, like some really
That would be
thin
killer, man.
LeBlue girl like screen prints, but like not 11 by 17 or 20 by 30, but you know Alphonse Muka's series, the seasons, where it's the women of the seasons, and they're like from vertical thin canvases. You'd probably recognize it if it's like the French Nouveau
Oh,
style. I was thinking about doing some Blue Girl characters like that on screen print, and I was like, this would be dope, but I don't know who would buy this. Like, I don't know if that's a thing. I'd go to a show and they'd be like, oh, I don't buy hentai prints, and then you'd like look around and some of the what'd you say etchy stuff, and it's like, are you sure you don't? Because it looks like you do. Might as well go the whole 9 yards.
I promise you, it's the same people who are in the Ghost in the Shell world or any of these other retro animes. If they're dabbling in that stuff that you already have, then they're like Akira and all that stuff. They came across some Le Blue, because that was like so iconic. Le Blue Girl was like their first ever exposure to any form of hentai in America, and when it hit the internet, that's all everybody talked about. It was just like, it's not like today. It's like very rare to have any anime porn. So when they heard of Le Blue Girl, I was like, oh shit, you heard of Le Blue Girl? There's like tentacles and stuff. What do you mean?
Imagine
That's
if
gross.
it was
Let
like
me go check it
so
out.
slimy back in the day, because it's like you'd have to know a dude that had like a VHS copy, or you'd have to like like
Yeah.
dude in a trench coat, or you'd buy like order it by mail, and
Yeah.
kids these days could just get on there.
Exactly. So what I've done here, as you notice, I have the fourth spike up to her face because it's the challenge. Every time I come across an idea where I was like, man, how the hell do I make that work? How do we make it work? Instead of being like, oh, you know what, we'll just move it. We don't need to do it there. It becomes a challenge, and I have a tendency to try to tackle it and figure out how that works, or like make it work, even though it's so stupid and awkward. It's almost like OCD. It's like, no, it's gonna haunt me. It's like it's one of those issues that I couldn't solve. Oh, you can solve. You can figure out how to put her weapon near her face. Oh, really? Okay. You must not be good then. Do you have that? Do you ever have that internal struggle?
That's such an important part of the process, like all the time.
Yeah.
I scrapped. Okay, so how many hours did I spend working on those skulls last night? I
Yeah.
scrapped like half of that.
Oh.
I like woke up and looked at it and was like, nah.
Doo
Just,
doo.
just wiped it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be freaking awesome, man. And then the other one, can I mention it with Satoshi Kon?
The Perfect Blue.
Yeah.
Dude, there's like so many versions of that are just sitting in the folders.
You got the Perfect Blue one. That's so good. You should do a Doom Eternal piece.
I got hit up to do a Doom Eternal, like a license to Doom Eternal piece.
That's what somebody said in the chat. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah, it could have happened, but the company was hella cheap.
Hella cheap.
Yeah, they like hit me up. Well, first of all, the deadline was insane. They needed it pretty quick, and they asked my rate, and
Like, what? This is big kid rate. You're a kid.
yeah, that kid who draws. And they counter offered with something so bad I didn't even like. I know it's unprofessional, but I just didn't even reply. So like 2 weeks later, they sent an email like, getting pretty close to that deadline. Did you get a chance to look over the email? And I was just like, I still didn't reply because no. But I was like, how are you gonna like wait for 2 weeks and not get like, how do you? Oh my god. Like, come on. It was like insultingly low where it didn't even merit a response. Some of those clients are just, I would have figured they would have gotten the hit and gone on and taken advantage of someone else and gotten them at a cheaper price, but apparently they were still holding out for me. But no, it was maybe like a fifth of what my rate is.
It's kind of what I'm going through right now with my client work.
Oh yeah, yes. Well, you got that NDA.
Yeah, I got a counter offer, but I was like, I think they're negotiating, so I'm fine with it. I think in the end, I really like the IP and I hella want to do fan art for it. And if I'm gonna get paid to do fan art, and I'm allowed to resell it, hey, why not? Because I get the right to I'm able to like print it. Like it's something that I kind of wanted to do anyway. Like yeah, it's waifu stuff, so shouldn't be bad. Oh shoot, I should get back. I'm so rude. It takes me 2 days to get back to a single email. They take 1 hour less sometimes just to respond, and I take 2 days. Maybe I should work with this guy. So yeah, I woke up today at 5 because I was still recalibrating my brain after our last session. So after our session, after our live stream last time, I went to sleep. I woke up in 4 hours.
You crazy, dude.
So after I woke up 4 hours, okay, I had a scare. I had like a coronavirus scare. I was so scared and panicking. I was so panicking. I went through all the scenarios of how this affects everyone in my family, and what if this, because my mom lives with me, and she has pre-existing conditions too. So I was like, man, and then like Boogie Monster's mom is dealing with cancer actually right now, and like if it affects her too, it's like all kinds of crazy stuff. And then like I made her go out there to help me at the conventions. It's like there's all these, so it started to get really real because I woke up in 4 hours and I was feeling so dazed, like dizzy, so dizzy and tired, and I actually had very short breath, but that was because I just woke up. But I don't have any like sniffles. I don't cough. You don't hear any coughs. All this stuff. Even though you don't, like they say like you can still have it. So that was like scary. So I was like, what the hell, The only like explanation was the previous day I went out exercising at the park, and I was just like pushing my limits, just doing as many exercises as I can. And so my body right now is like my triceps, my chest, all that stuff is aching a lot. So streaming for all that time, like, and being awake for like a day and a half, and then only sleeping for 4 hours, waking up from that, and then being sore from the day before, and like all this stuff racing to my brain, it started to get really real. I literally was like, man, I think I need to call the emergency and let them know that I want them to test me, So I was like, I think I should get tested.
Where are you at in California? You're in California?
Yeah, Sacramento, and there's cases in Sacramento, but because we travel so much, who knows like who we come across, So I was like really, really worried.
Well, yeah, I mean, remember I was wearing gloves at C2E2, and people were looking at me like I was crazy. I flew with gloves and my mask and everything, and people looked at me like I was crazy.
What the heck?
And it's like, well, you're gonna go to this event, you're gonna meet a whole bunch of people and shake a whole bunch of hands, and then you're gonna go back to where you're from, and then you're gonna touch stuff. So and I'd have people come to the booth and be like, friends of mine be like, it's not gonna stop you from getting the thing. And it's like, yeah, well, could it hurt? Like, what besides like looking stupid to you, is it what, let me do this. What's it to you?
Archer, thanks man. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff is going on. So yeah, I got the panic and scare, and I really put things into perspective, and it got really real yesterday when I woke up. It was like we finished streaming at 12, and I woke up at 12:30ish, and I woke up at 4, so like 4:20, it's like 4 hours or something. And my heart started racing because I started panicking. So getting myself worked up and thinking about it, and sitting up in bed, I was so like lightheaded. I'm like, wow, I'm getting dizzy. What the hell? I was wondering what the hell's going on in my body right now. So I started doing research, and I started looking up at all the symptoms. I didn't have many of the symptoms, but still, I was just like, this isn't normal. Why am I so out of it right now?
What exercises were you doing in the park?
I do this. It's called the 10 best chest exercises. So incline push-ups, like jumping push-ups, and it's all push-ups. Just everything to to work your chest muscles, and I did it 3 times. By the third time, I can barely keep my I can barely hit like one push up on each set. It's that hard. So I just really went all out. And
do you ever get like headaches when you do that?
No, I feel great. And the sweat just like dripping off my nose, just like, man, I'm gonna keep going. It's the day after you get that lactic acid built up, and you're just like dying from it. Like, oh my god, it hurts. Especially if you don't do it for a while,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, I bought one of those guns. Those they look like guns, but they're like professional athletes and people who do like weight training buy them. They're like massage guns. It looks like a big drill with a black ball on the end, and it's got like a freaking motor in it. Just it's supposed to pound your muscles.
Oh yeah, the pounding gun, yeah.
Tenderizing meat. Oh, dude, it feels so good.
Oh, nice.
I'll if I've been drawing for a long time,
Yeah.
I'll do it to my hand. I'll just hold the ball in my hand. I'll turn it on, and it feels pretty good. Like if you sit and draw for a long amounts of time, it's definitely worth checking out. But I got it because working with my personal trainer, I'd get like so sore, like it hurt to sit down, it hurt to lay down, hurt to stand. Like it's like, this is bullshit. Couldn't draw. Like my arms just felt like awful. But I would get lifting headaches and feel pretty awful after working out too hard too.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I called Boogie, and then I talked it over with her, and she called me down. She's like, man, what the hell, man? Stop panicking. You're fine.
Yeah, man, you're totally fine. Listen to you. Right.
And I'm fine now.
Listen to that vigor and that jetty energy. It's the day I call you and you're like, hey, man.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's going on?
I'm just hanging out. That's when uh-oh, something's not right. Something's not right. Jetty's too quiet.
Yeah, I mean, just to finish that thought, like, we just like want to let you guys know if, I mean, anyone out there who's struggling, like, we're rooting for you, and heart goes out to you, because when it got that real, because I never really panicked, like, I really got scared, like, legit. Man, everything just raced in my head like at once. I was like, okay, I really got to plan ahead now. This is gonna change everything. This is gonna change everything. So, heart goes out to you guys. Stay strong, stay vigilant. You know what I mean? Hang in there. We'll get through this.
Do you work from home?
Yeah.
Me too. So it's not too hard to self-quarantine. It's like, okay, that's what I do anyways.
Yep.
Like in between shows, I've got like so much stuff to do, and some people though that aren't used to that lifestyle, they don't. Yeah. They're like, I gotta stay home for like 2 weeks straight.
Oh no, I never even think about that. I'm home for 10 years straight. That's me. I'm just like home. That's it.
Lauren will make fun of me because there will go stretches of time that I just don't leave the apartment for like eight days, and I come out and I'm just like a creature, like seeing the sun, like we'll go see a movie or we'll go do something together, and I'm just a little aloof.
Yeah,
like you can just tell you haven't like talked to another human being in a while, or like you got to pay for something, and even the exchange of like goods for money, it's like it's like your social skills are such a important muscle to keep flexed.
Yeah. It's funny because I hear people who say they go for walks or drives, and I'm just like, what? You go for walks? People do that? What? Yeah, I do one every day. I walk every morning. Like, what?
Word. It's, the most important advice, like I've had some friends recently quit their go full-time, like working from home, and ask me for advice, and I'll tell them to put on pants every day, and they think I'm joking, and I'm like, no, like seriously, you put on pants, respect your time, like when you're working, you actually get dressed like you were going somewhere.
Yeah, I think about doing that too.
you know, some people take it as far as to like they'll like go somewhere to get their coffee, or like, you know, they'll start a ritual where they do get dressed like they're leaving for
Nice.
work and
Yeah.
loop back around and come back to the apartment. But like, 'cause I've been doing this for 9 years. It's been 9 years since I had a day job, and there's a lot of lessons that unless someone teaches you, you find out the hard way over time. And
Yeah.
you know, not leaving the house and talking to people was one, and also two, just not respecting the lines that divide when you're working and when you're at your apartment and
Yes. Yes.
lounging or
That's a
relaxing.
huge one.
Because I would be like, oh, I'm working today, and I'd load up the art on the Cintiq and the screen, and a lot of times what I do is I step back and I just look at it, and I'm like kind of taking it in, and I'm criticizing like my composition or like looking at the piece as a whole, and that turned into stepping back and sitting down on the couch to look at it, and that turned into, you know, laying on the couch and watching Netflix and looking over at the screen, and like, and, you know, it's like that you are clocked out, my friend. Like, you are not at work. And then, you know, it's like you're not putting on pants, you're laying there on the couch. It's
Yeah.
like, that ain't a work day. That is not a work
Yeah.
day.
Blurring the lines. That ain't no
Blur
work.
the lines. You know, put on pants, clock in.
That's one of the things they talked about in the Atomic Habit book. Are these cues, these visual cues, these that we have, and what we're accustomed, where our bad habits are attached to. So, yeah, if you start new rituals, you can attach good cues, like, okay, it's time to eat. I mean, you go get some coffee outside, or you put on work clothes, things like that. Like, it didn't talk about that specifically, but yeah, that's kind of what they're putting.
What are some rituals you got?
Okay, so for me, I have to fold my blankets, number one, and then I go to take the dog out, and then I come in and do push-ups, brush your teeth, let the dog back in, and then I have to knock out that. Oh no, I have to pick up 5 pieces of trash, and then I have to fold 5 pieces of clothing. So these are all connected and automatic rituals. They're so automatic, like where it's just like I don't let it. I don't have to think about it anymore, you know, and then I have to knock out that 5 minutes, and this is where I fail, and I don't knock out. I'm not very successful, but I have to do that at least 5 minute editing of a Patreon video. It should go from Patreon to daily sketch to new work or YouTube. Sorry, YouTube editing, Patreon editing, daily sketching, and then YouTube editing. So there's a lot of stuff, and if I can hit all those things and connect them, then it's a good day. It's a productive ass day.
Yeah, I'd say so. Make me look bad over here. I'm like, put on pants.
Sorry.
Done.
It starts really. Yeah, see, this is where I want to talk about some more the train thing. Remember? Did you want to?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. Did you want to add something before I get started on that?
No, go for it, man.
Because I touched on it last time we talked, but it wasn't very very good, very just all over the place. But going like what I've discovered that is it's all about momentum and not losing that momentum and when you're where can I start? Not losing the momentum, and it starts at night. So it starts at night, and I'm all like lost.
It starts at night when the pants come off.
Exactly.
It's full circle.
That's exactly it. When the pants come off, you start to lose that momentum.
I heard someone say to end the night either making a list or thinking of everything that you need to do that you'll start your day with tomorrow. And I thought that was awful advice because...
What's that again?
Making a mental list and just thinking of everything that you need to do the next day.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah, because for me that would give me anxiety so bad.
No,
I would start up the computer and I would like crawl out of bed and get to work.
No, it's time to wind down and time to just like you need like at least like an hour. They say an hour. I mean, I can't do it. You need an hour of break from winding down to doing nothing and sleeping. can't be thinking about stuff. You gotta stay in the moment. Otherwise, your brain runs and goes crazy. But I was just trying to say, like, okay, it starts at night is when you prep this momentum. You have to. It's like a big old ball of energy, okay? And if you fall asleep to YouTube or porn or
as one does,
yeah, or video games, and you're just falling asleep to that, you have no momentum in your productivity. Like, you don't have that strength, that momentum. Like, you're pulling back on a slingshot, and you're pulling back. You're like, okay, this is the work slingshot. You got all this energy, and to get that momentum and energy built up, this is what I do. It's like, you gotta just hit the bed running. Like, just hit the bed hard, just like boom. You're like, you know what? I want to check email. I want to check Instagram. I want to check everything. No, you ever had those nights where you just like have a perfect sleep where you just like, okay, I'm gonna brush my teeth, and then head straight to bed without looking at anything. You ever do that before? It's hard. It's hard, right?
My sleeping habits are pretty unhealthy. They're pretty bad.
But I mean, yeah, I can hit that like once every month or so, like where I do that. But I feel really good when I'm able to. And what ends up happening is I have all this energy in the morning because you went to sleep early. You didn't screw around at night, and so now you have all this nice energy built up, and you just it continues on into the morning. And I look at it like a train. Like, you're getting on. You have two options. You have the productivity train and you have the pleasure train. And whichever train you get on, that's gonna make your whole day. So if you look at your phone, the first thing you do, then you've already blew your load. You're like, okay, all the energy that you had from last night, it's hard to get off because there's a train ride. It's a 2-hour train ride, right?
That's Arrested Development when he's like, poor choice of words. Sorry, getting off, blowing your load, pleasure train.
Blowing your load. I'm like talking about literal and metaphorical.
Yeah, you got the most sizzling self-help book cooking here, man.
Vincent says, "Don't fap the night before a big day, Jed." Exactly. A big day. But I mean, like, okay, when we're at the conventions, right? It's go 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 go. This is a perfect example where it's productivity, freaking train all the way. I'll go to sleep early because you have to wake up early and set up for the next day. You wake up like 7 a.m. You get your table all set up and all that stuff, and then you do this for 5-6 days because you're out with the lady and the lady wants to go do stuff. So, I mean, you get home after the show. We finish the show like 9 p.m. No, we finish around 7, but closing out is like, if we can get to like a Uber or a car and get to the restaurant, that'll be like 9 if we're lucky. Most places are booked, so it'll be like 10. We're hanging out with friends and we finish eating at 12. You get home to the hotel or the Airbnb and it's like 12:30. You ain't got time for nothing. You need to you're tired because you've been talking to people the whole day, working, selling prints, and then in the morning.
That sounds so hard. I don't know how people do Well, I think
commissions,
for the commissions in the hotel room, they don't do those dinners.
They don't do the dinner. They skip all of this and they use it to make work. So they go 12:30. I mean, for me, this is normal every time. 12:30 if I'm lucky. Sometimes it'll be 2. But 12:30 and then in the morning, wake up, and so it's like, I feel like a functioning adult with like a normal ass work schedule. Wake up, work the whole day, come home, sleep, start it over. But I feel so productive and alive. I'm not tired. I'm not sleepy. After coffee anyway. But if you can treat your normal days like that, like at home work days, then it would be great. But
absolutely not. Yeah, I wouldn't. I go home and it's right back to the awful sleep schedule.
Exactly, because it's like your job is done. It's time to relax. Time to party. Time to turn to a potato.
First year I did cons, I got into a really bad habit of I just gained so much weight because you feel a false sense of momentum because you're interacting with people and you're working, and you're standing all day at your booth, but it feels like it's pretty intense when really it's not a whole lot. It's not demanding physically. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. You know me. You've eaten with me like every night. I'm like, where are we going? What are we eating?
Yeah.
Get me 5 to 10 things from the menu and just like throw it here, eat everything,
Yeah.
and then do that for 5 straight nights, and then come home and see my fiance, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm home. I'm home.
Yeah.
Worked real hard. Like, let's go out to eat. I missed you. Or we'll like order in food, and then so like we'll chat on that, and it's like, okay, well that's like eating out every day,
Yeah.
and the cons don't really push on you physically like it feels like they do. It's more of a mental force, and yeah, I just got real soft there that first year doing shows. Had to scale it back. But I like hanging out with you because that's when I like cheat and go to town on that food.
We try, but we were unsuccessful last time. We had like hella spicy Chinese food.
Oh yeah.
Could not go to town.
Yeah, I was not gentle.
Burning. So I mean, it was good when you have your first 2 bites, and then it's like, oh, my mouth's on fire from the last bite. I can't really let you do this. But yeah, about that productivity train. Like, there's a method to the madness, and man, I tapped into it this early this year when I was like New Year's resolution. I was like, oh hell yeah, this is all I need to do. This is all I need to do. This is gonna fix everything. So number one is sleep at least early enough. Like set a schedule. If you can get that turned into a habit where your habit is you need to fall asleep by 11. Not fall asleep, but in bed by 11. And no phones, nothing, no YouTube, nothing like that. Just in bed. You can have your calm or your meditation sound playing, because I like to listen to meditation or this app called Calm. You guys might have seen it. It's just like that. It's a really popular ad that keeps playing. It's like helps you meditate, sleep, story time, and stuff. But I'll put that on, and then, man, if I go to sleep at 11, I'm up, and then even if I wake up at 10 a.m., that's 10 hours of sleep. Like, I need like at least 9 hours. So 11.
When I first started going freelance, I would just stay up all night, and then I'd pretty much sleep. I wouldn't choose like, okay, this is now bedtime. I do that thing where it's like, I'm just gonna take a break, and I'd like lay down and watch something, and then I'd fall asleep, and then I would sleep for as long as, like, no alarm or anything. I'd just wake up when my body decided it was time to wake up.
Yeah.
Which was like awful, and then you keep getting I did that for like 5 years. There was like nothing when I started. There was nothing making me like set a time. And then you realize you're sleeping more, or you ever get like kind of groggy or sick when you've slept
too much,
like more than you should have. Yeah, I started to get
wasted.
that really bad.
Trash.
Awful.
That's overdosing on sleep, dude. You're like, oh, I've been asleep for freaking 9 hours. Fuck it, I'm gonna sleep for 4 more hours. I'm gonna keep going. You've had those days? I did that recently. I did that for this one because I was recouping from our last session.
I did that for years. Like, I wouldn't know. I still do this too, where it's like I never know what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like people with day jobs are like, oh, like the weekend's here, and I'm like, it's a weekend? Like what? You know, I'm like, what month is it? Like rubbing my eyes, coming outside. I'll tell like the mailman, like, hey, good morning. He's like, it's 2 p.m. Go screw yourself. Must be nice.
Oh yeah.
But living with Lauren's changed that. Living with someone who is on a schedule, like, I wish I could say it was all willpower, but I just surrounded myself with somebody who respects their time and body more.
Yeah.
I get like a fringe. It passes on to me, you know. But there are times when she tries to go to sleep, and I'm like, oh, cool. So we'll go to bed then. This is bedtime. And I lay in bed, and I mean, even if I have put in a good day, I'll stare at the ceiling and think of everything that I need to do. And there's just something about, like, if I don't work until exhaustion and sleep then, if I just get in bed and stare at the ceiling, I get so overcome with anxiety that I'll get up at like 3 in the morning, put on a pot of coffee, and just get back to work. I think part of that just comes from, being freelance full time, and I don't think I'll ever be able to shake that, You know, even when things are good, you got money in the bank. Like something about just like laying down and waiting to go to bed, really gets me freaked out.
Waiting. You got that moment. Get that meditation audio going. Thought about that?
Forensic Files will do it. Forensic Files will knock me out right away.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is the worst. Like, you know, fill your subconscious with murder and
yeah, that's
awful stories. You're just like, there we go, sleep. Yeah. She was found dead several times. Now it's hard though, because like we'll try and go to sleep, and it's like melatonin. You know, it's like we know it's gonna knock us out, so we'll go to bed.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, put on Forensic Files, and then I'll lay down, and I'm like, and I'm starting to fall asleep, and then it's like it'll say like 2 things, and I'll immediately be like, nope, I remember this episode. Next one. This is the one where he steps on bread. We've watched too much of it. Have you seen the one with the dude that steps in bread and they catch him?
No.
Because of he murders a woman. You're trying to talk about being productive, and I'm over here getting distracted. No, he murders a woman in the bathtub, and then he with a knife. He goes into the kitchen to find something to transport the knife in because he doesn't want to get blood everywhere. So he grabs a loaf of bread and takes it into the bathroom, and then he empties out the bread and then puts the knife in the bag. But then he steps on a piece of bread on his way out, and the cops find this stale piece. Like, well, first of all, they find this naked dead woman in a tub, murdered and bleeding. It's an awful scene. But then they're like, what? Why the hell is there bread everywhere? There's just all these slices of bread, and one of them stepped on, and they pull a print out of it. It's kind of like a thumbprint, and they end up nailing the dude. They get a little footprint, and they match it to it
on the breadcrumb.
Yeah, and it's Forensic Files always has the same sheriff, you know, like it's the dude with like the white handlebar mustache. He's like, yeah, it's gotta say it's the first time I ever ever cracked the case.
Same guy.
Same. Well, it's like every Forensic Files is the same. It's always the same sort of sheriff.
Yeah. Get that Forensic File. Sound like a Family Guy episode or something.
You want to know a tip that kind of helps me is I use Chrome for my browser, and when you load up the internet, when you just open Chrome, it goes, instead of defaultly to like Reddit or something, it goes to a Google spreadsheet of like my Google Documents to-do list.
See. There's that actually brings me back to my point. That's kind of along the lines of email, because I mean I've tried that. I actually have spreadsheet as my first. It's one of my first pages. It's a landing page for Chrome, and even that is like, it's distracting to me when I have a Chrome. I mean when I have the spreadsheet, because I'm like, okay, I need to start doing these numbers. I have to start doing. It's a little more, for me anyway, it's like, it's almost like pleasurable. I don't see it as work. So it turns into like, okay, I need to, I'm missing some inventory. Okay, I got to go out and check my inventory. Or I got to email somebody about, refilling this stock or whatever. So it's like, it just snowballs into more of that excuse to like not work, you know? So the thing about this is, when I wake up early, hit all those habits out. Those habits are easy. Like I said, like dogging and push up and throwing away stuff. It's all about keeping it little, keeping the task little, and then it becomes easy. But once you're done with all of that, no email, because the email freaked me up. Because that was actually part of my routine. I was like, okay, check email and respond to this and that. No, it's so deadly. That's a huge trap, because there's like hundreds of people you need to respond to on your like Instagram. If you posted the day before, because I was doing daily sketches. So if you do daily sketch, you got your online store, you got your YouTube comments, and then you got.
I don't live that life, man. That's a tough problem. So popular, you can't even look at the Instagram, man. I
stay away from it. I stay away from the Instagram.
Rough.
It's rough
Yeah,
world, man.
I feel you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, every week I was like all these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dylan, it's almost like I'm running away from my like the fans or the audience. It's just like I can't face you. I can't face the fact that if I'm not working, then I can't look at you in the eye and be like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Oh,
It's like, why
dude,
are you
I
talking to
know.
me if you're not working?
That's why I try not to post a lot of like, it's an art account before anything else. It's an art account, and you're a lot better at this than I am because I'll post a lot of like personal stuff. Something I'm trying to pull back on is just posting like travel stuff, like
Yeah,
doing conventions. Like, like people are here for the art. I'm traveling. I'm not making as much art, so it's like I told myself I need to post
just art.
nothing at all if it's not art. Because it's like
Separate.
people are waiting for that new piece, and then I'm like, I'm in Dubai, and it's a picture of me like riding a camel. It's
I
like,
think it has its perks though to have that mixture. There's that audience for that. I
yeah,
think
they
they're
like.
just as
I'll
large
post like when
too.
I buy new figures, or like when I buy like all my related tech stuff to digital illustration. People like to see that,
Yeah,
But I'd like, or like posting my dog. Like there's like
yeah,
times I'm like posting too much Obama, too much of anything. Really, I just need to.
yeah.
I look at it and I'm like, if the first 10 posts don't have at least a 50-50 mix of art and
Right.
other BS stuff, then just don't post at all.
Yeah.
And there's only ever been one time that I was behind on something. I forget what it was. I think it was like late shipping out orders or something. And I posted a photo of me like having dinner at a convention or something like that. And the first comment was like, I ordered something on the 5th of, and I was just like, damn. I was like, that's the worst feeling. Like, I was just
Oh
like,
shit.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
Same. I actually have a commission, like a actual physical commission, because I think I talked about it on one of these streams. I was like, no, I didn't. Maybe I don't know, but he commented. I was like, oh, it was an Instagram post, and I said, it's like, yep, I had a request at the convention, so I just felt like I needed to draw something for the convention because why not? I need to do this. They're like, I was trying to learn how to draw during the convention, get my schedule right. Like, how do people do it? So I set myself a task. I'm like, let's try to do a daily sketch, a couple of them during the convention, and then the person that commissioned me was like, hey man, you can keep this up until next New York anime or anime NYC. I was like, you're right. You're right, man. I'd be working. I'd be doing this. I'd be doing live streams and stuff instead of working on that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get started. If you're watching this, person, I definitely will get started on it this week because this is like a good time to finish that commission. But I don't do commission. But I do commission. But I don't. But I don't. But I do.
Yeah, I get asked about that. Like, do you do commissions? And it's like, I just tell people like at cons, no.
Not really. No.
Like, no, not like, cause my pieces they take like on average like a month from concept to creation
Yeah.
to the preparing for the screen print to actually producing it. Like, it's like a
Yeah.
whole deal.
Your commission's contract work. Like it's on like the
Yeah, so
pro
it's like,
level.
and they kind of, some people, it's rare, but sometimes people get attitude, and it's like, look, dude, that's like saying I could do realistically 11 new pieces a year.
Yeah.
So that's a year of time. So what do you think is so important that one of those things should be, this thing that, and then half the time it's the people who ask are like, they have like a project, like I've been writing a comic for 12 years, or I was thinking about making this game, or it's like, people have
Mm-hmm.
no, like, not a studio, but like just a dude at a convention, and you're like, man, you're like, man, sell me on this, dude, because I can't, I just can't.
Yeah.
And a lot of times too, I'll have like client work where it's like I'm already like blocked out into the fourth quarter of the year anyway, so it's like there's no point.
Yeah. You just say to them, hey man, okay, let's. Oh, it's like, do commission? Oh, I don't do commission, but I do contract. You can set up a contract. It's like, we're talking about minimum this, that, and I'm like, oh damn. Contract work. But sometimes they do that. Ooh.
But if I had a style and a workflow that was like, say, like Corkulus is like 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd probably do commissions at shows, but it'd be like one of those things where we'd set up the commission, and then you'd either come back at the end of the weekend, or I'd mail it to you or something.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, the scale I do it, there's no way.
No. There ain't no way, man.
I've worked myself into this niche corner where it's got to be large format, high content, high detail. If I do it, like the Perfect Blue is just messing me up because it's one character, and I thought like, hey, easy money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw one person, charge the same amount of money, and sell the prints for the same amount of money, and it's like, all right. And it has been a nightmare. It is not easier. It's making me like overcompensate for the fact that it's one character and going like crazy. And I've scrapped it. Like, it's on the back burner.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I love that piece.
You like what I showed you at dinner?
No, the Perfect Blue.
Mm-hmm.
You showed me that like via like just a phone before you showed at dinner. You were showing me on like Discord. Like that's when we first hung out on Discord.
Oh wow, yeah. I don't even know what version you saw then.
I saw a good one. I saw the good one. That one sold a good one. Well, we've hit that 2-hour mark. We have hit that 2-hour mark. I was gonna add some color, but this might be it, man. Didn't quite get it to where I wanted to go in the hour that we had, 2 hours ish, hour and a half ish, because we did a lot of screen sharing. I mean, art casting. But it's decent for a quick one, I would say. Yeah. Too precious. So yeah, the thing about I was saying, like, once I get the get all the small little habits, the little one you chip away at, out of the way. If you guys are struggling with habits, I mean with procrastinating and stuff, and then listen up, because this is how you do it. You develop a small habit, like push-ups. If you want to, like, say, get fit, right? Don't think of like doing a huge regimen. Like a huge regimen, like 3 times a week, 4 times a week, because that's really hard to manage. But if you can just manage, like, it's like 10 push-ups, even 5 push-ups every day. It's not the amount that you're doing, it's the act of doing it that becomes the habit, and then that can grow later on. But like every day, I haven't missed it for a year and a half, and that's a 25 push-up thing. And that's the same for like throwing away things. If you can just do those small 5 pieces of trash every day, whatever it is, then it adds up, because the next day you'll have less and less and less, and then it's just maintenance at that point. And you're just not thinking about it. So that's the great thing about having a good habit. All right, so now once it gets down to the hard part, and that's to actually being productive. Let me get to your screen, because this is just on mine. What are people seeing right now? Steve C says, "Oh, okay, thanks. Hi, I'm new to digital drawing. One thing that I noticed from people that they change the paper color and color down their sketch. Why is that? Paper color is going to show a little like value, just having a little value down, so you could, instead of white just like blinding. You having something for your drawing to stand up against. But anyways, once you can get down some small habits, you start to try to nibble on the larger habits, the work habits. This is the productive train. So you're on that train, and it takes like an hour to get through all the small stuff. Now you're like, okay, now I'm ready to work. You ever wake up and you're like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna get hella shit done? Or how about this, at the end of the show, and you go, I want to get hella stuff done because I'm so like motivated. I saw this art, and I want to be productive when I get home. I'm just gonna crank out art and become like a work beast.
Yeah, I come back from shows super motivated.
You feel like that? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But does it ever turn into work?
Mm-hmm.
It does? That's great. For me, I don't. I just flop. I'm like, man, I'm like telling Boogie, I'm like, man, when we get back, I'm gonna draw so much. I'm gonna use every bit of my time, and I fail. So, anyways, when you get into that, once you're done with the small habits, eat that frog, like you were saying. Just eat that frog.
Oh yeah, check that book out too.
Eat that frog. What's it called again?
Eat that frog.
Just eat that frog. Knock out that. So
the hardest. You start with the hardest task of the day.
Yeah. Start with the hardest task of the day. So, at this point, when I'm done with all these smaller habits and stuff, the hardest task is just actually editing a video. Just chomp down on it, like get into it. And if I don't do it, it turns into breakfast. It turns into political videos. Turns into downloading stuff. Turns into music. Turns into just random shit, and it just continues on to the nighttime. But if I ever could get to that hard task, then you've gotten onto that productivity train and you've used that momentum correctly. And it's just working. You're just working all day, and it just one thing leads to another, and you're just good. But tell yourself, man, like, okay, I need to edit 5 minutes of a video. That's not very long. If you can just do that 5 minutes, you're good. Yeah. But if you get onto that,
it's really hard to fight complacency.
Yeah.
You know, to not, because most of the times I've been motivated, I've had no choice. It's like, if I don't make money, the lights are gonna get shut off. If I don't do this, I'm not gonna eat. Like, it's always been
necessity.
Yeah. My grandpa called me out once. He called it. He was like, man, you've made it like a ritual. If you're gonna get started, like if you're gonna try and get something done, you make it a whole emergency, or you make it seem like it's a whole thing. Like, that's the only way you can really seem to get to work, is if you either let it get to that point, or you act and treat it like it's, gonna be the end of the world. Because that's how he's known me long enough. He's like, that's what you're used to. Like, that's how it's always been for you. So.
Same, man. I'm so
I'll self-sabotage. I'll like put off client work until like a week before it's due.
Yep. Self-sabotaging is how it's like when you feel the fire. It's like that's when you really get to work.
Future me will see the calendar and think, surely it's like, now I'll get to work, and it's like, God damn it.
Yeah. But that happy spot is when you can actually have a working schedule, consistent working schedule daily. Just doing things on time and being productive every single day. The small stuff, and doing it every day, then you won't ever have to be under like the gun of the deadline. Like, it's like overcoming that procrastination. Can't for my birthday tomorrow. Only got some stickers. Happy birthday, Archer. Got that 5 minutes into your birthday. Yeah, you got TC Gentry says, I got some stickers on my art on my store, but at the moment, can we plug it here? Absolutely. There we go. TC Gentry. Check him out. What you got here? So TC Gentry wants to do. I talk to a text, right? So I try to get better at drawing, but by doing it every day if possible. But I can't seem to get any good ideas, and end up copying others. I want to get better, but it's tough, or might be too impatient. End up copying others. Nothing wrong with that. Do some studies of artists that you love. Just make that like I said, make it a habit first, and then worry about doing something with that habit. Like, you have options, but being consistent. Once you can do it consistently, then you're like, okay, now I can start focusing on developing.
Oh yeah, like if you're
style.
I mean,
if style. Or
yeah, if you don't know what to do, it's like you can do exercises, or you can grow. I think we're both coming from a standpoint of like we already have like a list of things we need to do and need to accomplish, like a backlog. Like, if you don't have a job or a contract, or if you don't have your own IP that you're working on, or if you just want to draw for the love of like creation, definitely do some exercises, get in the habit of making some dailies.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Once you get,
I feel like most of the advice I've been giving is for like, when you for someone who like has that list
yeah.
and needs to get to it.
Yeah, get that habit of just studies or doing exercises, doing the daily, just getting into the habit, and then you can branch out later once you can get the habit. But if you're stuck on just figuring out what to draw, and that's what's stopping you, then you got something else to worry about. So I mean, like, stick to it. So, okay, today I'm gonna do, okay, not today, but I'm gonna do a daily sketch of just doing portrait studies every single day. Another portrait, I'm gonna study it, and try to do that for a good 60 days. They say like 23 days is how long it takes for a habit. I triple that, 23, 60, 69. Hit it for 69 days. I'm like, oh crap. Not only you'll get better, but you'll have now a habit. Then you can start saying, okay, now I'm going to try to study some anatomy. I'm going to start trying to do things in my style and develop style. And then I'm going to start to do original art and expand from there. But until you can start developing a habit of drawing, then trying to do that. It's like you got your eye on your target too early. Get your eye on the end game when you should only worry about crawling. You got to crawl before you run. So it's like, focus on keeping it simple first. Simple, keep it simple, stupid. No life
Keep it
chan.
simple, stupid.
TC Gentry's TC Gentry, I believe this is yours. Hey man, how come you're not following me? How come you're not following me? How did you discover this show? How dare you? There you go, some stickers from TC Gentry. Check it out, man. Like some of this stuff, get the stickers.
Man, yeah, I took out like all those skulls we did. I just didn't like the bottom of the like the skulls that were sticking out of the pool of water.
Yeah.
Wasn't really feeling that. Because I was looking at the Berserk piece that it's going to mirror, and it's like there's not a lot going down there. It's not like a high volume of detail. Like, I'm already overly rendering so much stuff.
You pulled it way back, huh? It does feel nice. It does feel nice without it. It keeps the focus definitely on the text and stuff. Less noise.
Yeah, I'm not even sure about that snow right there. We'll put that in the maybe pile. Are you looking at my screen right now? You want to see something funny?
Let me see.
Let me make a new window for you so you can see the whole thing. So, not only did I take out the skulls, I just show you what's in this folder in Photoshop called shit. Like playing around with too many different effects.
While you do that, I'm gonna pull up this guy's thing. I don't think I showed it. I was talking about it, but I didn't show it. Why is it only Corkulus? Where the Corkulus folder at? What? Oh, okay. I just put it on my screen because it's taking me too long. There it is. He's got some dark, demonic stuff going on. All traditional. Very edgy, man. And he got some stickers. Go check him out. Have him out. I'm guessing this is one of the stickers here. Looks kind of like it. Man, these are
nice.
Yeah. That's cool. That must be your OC. It's a good sticker, man. That's how you get started, man. It's really nice. Get a whole collection of that. Okay, you ready for your? Because I can come back to you. What were you saying? Did you want to show?
Oh, those are cool. I didn't know. I got the delay, so I didn't see you were checking those out.
Oh no, I mean yeah, but before that you were saying you wanted to show something. You're like,
Oh yeah, you want to see a bunch of garbage that I put on and then decided I didn't like anymore?
yeah, I'll see that. No.
There's like a whole folder of crap here. It's gonna have lightning coming out of the hand.
Hold on. Okay.
Which I don't know.
Oh, I'm looking. Yeah, yeah, that lighting's good. What? That's good. Looks great.
Some crazy.
That's the new, the lightning. I feel like I saw it. I don't know.
Yeah, I took it down. I thought this was kind of cool. I might keep this. This like coming out of the hand. It's like a. Like these like streaks. Whoa.
Yeah.
But my problem was like trying to get the perspective right. Like I like this
That's nice.
raining
I like the
light
rays.
effect.
I like that too. I really like that. That's great.
I was thinking about making this pink and coming subtracting this from the blue, because you know you're looking at him from below, and so the lines help guide the eye and kind of force that perspective. But I don't know about keeping it solid white or not. But yeah, it's what was it, another moon piece? Yeah, it's like moon that I'm not really digging. Oh, like crazy splatter too. I was like, there's not that much splatter in the Berserk, because this is the Berserk. It's pretty simple. I didn't even add like a water effect down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I took out all the skulls. I took out all the other stuff. I'm even thinking about. I'm still on the fence about all like the lights and the eyes and stuff.
It's good. It's good. I like it. Yeah, but
a lot of back and forth.
You call it, man.
What were we talking about? Framing art.
Oh,
do
yeah.
you wanna look at some like framed art?
Yeah. Let's look at some. Do you have it?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good because we're gonna end the stream here actually. End the stream with this last bit of. I was getting into this drawing, but I wanted to go on for too long. Yeah, it's already 2 hours and 28 minutes here. So.
Oh, where's the? This is like old pictures of my setup.
Hold on, yeah, hell yeah.
This is the living room. We just got all these LED lights put under the couch and the bookshelf. But I mean, the lights make it super orange, but
looks like
they're not on.
Look, your couch is possessed.
Dude, I know, it's pretty trippy. It's fun to hang out and just turn these on and
hella cool.
So this is like Sashin Teng's Mega Man, Peach Momoko's Tetsuo original is here. Martin Anson's Batman. We Buy Your Kids did a fly print. This is Sashin Teng's Bart Kira piece.
Mm-hmm.
So these all have like oranges and reds, and then we put them in white frames, and the couch is orange. I think it looks really super cool. And then I don't know, have I shown you oh, here, this is me at Hobby Lobby. My god, look at all this. I bring all this, and then
how much does it cost?
The sheet has all the measurements and stuff, and I'll like measure each one and go hunt out the frames, decide which ones to get like custom framed.
That's so funny. Looks like my Boma right there.
Yeah, your Bulma.
And Motoko right on top of it.
We did a few pieces of yours. Your Ray. Oh, your little note. I found that note you left me on the back of that. That was so sweet.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
did these guys in white. They look pretty nice.
So cool.
Oh man, so these are the custom frames of the Rockin' Jelly Beans. This is like Vampirella. Oh, that's my Berserk, like lit up in red. A fan sent me this. This was pretty cool. So he got a foil version of my Cowboy Bebop, and he took it to the framers. And he got the foil Bebop in this like wild, crazy foil frame, which is just crazy. So the whole thing shines.
Whoa,
It's pretty wild.
that's very cool.
These are all like Rockin Jelly Bean, who's a Japanese artist who I follow and love a whole ton. His stuff is they have a different size standards over there, so I have to get his stuff custom framed all the time anyway. So I go and I pick out like cores.
Jelly Bean, that is great.
His stuff is so trippy. This is above the TV right now. It's so good. It's like his rendition of the Dream of the Fisherman's Wife.
Is that the one where you're telling me like your nephew would come over and be like, "What's that, Uncle Alex?"
Oh, dude, these are all on the wall. Yeah, he'll just look at these and be like, "These are you got some pretty strange stuff here." Oh, dude, so these are like super trippy with the lights and the black lights on.
Oh, that's so cool.
You can't tell in the photos.
Yeah.
They're on a like a mat, like a velvet mat, like 70s velvet material instead of just like a paper core mat. So they're like real groovy.
It's authentic, yeah.
You know, this is a Sahira Maru piece I never got framed, but yeah, man, we got your Bulma, we got a lot of good stuff of yours in the bathroom, I think, because you use like you had like a lot of like blues and like pastels and soft colors, and I think in the bathroom that's what we're working on, like a collective. We do like clusters of colors and stuff.
Let's see here. I'm gonna show my wall work. I just took a quick picture of what's in front of me. I still have to decorate my room. This is what I got up right in front of me. Hold on. If I can just copy. Keep going, man, if you had some more, because that's some sick ass.
Yeah, you want to see some pictures of my first workstation ever?
Oh yeah.
Look at this, dude. This is crazy. This is when I had like okay, so this is what I show people at conventions when they ask about like what I use, because this is like, I made my Akira illustration with this setup. And this is like a super old rig, 2 really bad HP monitors, and that's my Intuos 3. That thing had like duct tape on it. It barely worked. And that dude, I got so many miles out of that. And then I upgraded to the 21 and the 21 second gen, and then started doing the big TV mounted overhead for like the large format stuff.
Oh, I love that Evangelion piece up on top. So good.
Oh yeah, that's so cool. That's not mine. It's somebody else's. It's so good. And then this
that's
is
the original
one
artist for the show. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's actually
I forget that dude's name.
Yo Yoshinari. Yo Yoshinari, I think.
And then this is where it was at when I bought the 32. And then this was the Cintiq 16 that I used for traveling, but when I wasn't traveling, I'd have it on a mount up above. So my dual screen was also, I could like pick out my brush with the pen. I could move things with the pen. Watch like an Evangelion documentary in the back. And this is when I had the VCR TV player like right here. But, oh jeez.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
All the art books.
Beautiful.
My God.
But I'm telling you, man, the wall wouldn't be the same without those beautifully framed prints.
Oh yeah, my Trigun. It's like I don't even have a lot of pieces of my own, like on the wall, but I did put up that Trigun.
Here, let me show them real quick, cause I'm still a noob, man. I'm still a noob with my wall. But yeah, so this is what I just took a picture of, and it's just my walls have always been boring. I never really thought about getting prints at all. Like that's not really what I do, but. Since I moved rooms, my walls are so bare. I was like, damn, they're so boring. So I was like, why not put up the art that was like I traded with the other artists and people that I know, and I'm like, they have so much art that we've traded through friends and other artists throughout the years, and I was like, I have so much. This is like, there's your Berserk and your Mononoke and
yeah, that's right. You better have that hanging.
Yes. Oh, there's that Mononoke right here. This Mononoke is next to the other one. This is Niku Senpai. And yeah, the Howls is yours. This is Rake, and this is my all-time favorite artist, Ray_17. But before that, it was just a bare wall, and it's like, the hell.
She
Boring.
did the kill that I had framed,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. She did that. I have tons more, but I don't want to show it because I got Boogie Monster on the bed sleeping. I got here large ones, like they're 20x30s, like so. And then, like it doesn't, it's not hard. The way I did it, I didn't frame them like special. I used top loaders. You know you know what they are?
Oh yeah.
For some people don't know, but it's just basically like some really heavy duty like plastic, almost like acrylic. And they have some really good sizes on Amazon, and you can get them from anywhere. And basically, I use this double-sided adhesive like sticky thing, rubber. It's like a double-sided sticky rubber because it's not tape. It's thick.
That's funny. I used to put my art in top loaders, like for conventions. That's how I would put them on display.
Yeah, a lot of people do, and that's why I was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with frames. I have yours up over here. I have 3 framed art over my bed. Because those are special. They're much larger. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna just top load them. But putting the top load looks nice and clean too. But anyways, I want to go through some of your art pieces because we're gonna end the stream now, and we'll go through yours and then go through some of mine. What we have available at our store, and we can just.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do that.
Yeah, we didn't do that. Here, I have yours right here.
I'm over here pimping out all my friends.
Oh yeah. So this is the kids site, but you don't have the kid anywhere. It's just Alex at IACCARINO everywhere.
I'm telling you, are one of the few people who even still call me that. I don't like if you remember my stuff from that time, you can still get to it with that name, but I don't have it anywhere besides the handle of the Instagram account.
So yeah, check them out. Like this is some pieces. I have this one. I have this one in the 20x30 over my bed. The Bloodborne. It's so freaking sick. So are these all for sale? These are just or they're just...
if you go there's me hanging out and I was a guest at Singapore Comic-Con.
You're still delayed, but yeah, I'm looking through the Attack on Titan, Trigun. I clicked on I see Ghost in the Shell.
Oh yeah, the stream's delayed. Yeah, if you go to store, what's up there is what's available, and put everything on sale for everybody.
Here, let me share my screen so you can actually see me in real time on
What? We could have done that this whole time.
No,
oh my god.
No, not while I was drawing. Not while I was drawing.
Okay.
Yeah,
because it was lagging out. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Uncharted. Yeah. So these ones. You got these. Are these part? This is part of the store. If I click on it, can I buy it? No, store. Those are illustrations.
Hold on,
okay. I see.
Yeah, if you just go to store, it pulls up the store.
Right. Okay. So these are the ones that are for sale right now.
Yep. I mean, there's stuff that's been limited edition or color variations that are sold out, but
I got the special one on this one.
What's up?
You gave me this one. It's so freaking insane.
At Level Up Expo?
Yeah, Level Up. This is
the
foil one. It's reflective.
Oh, you got one of the shiny. Yeah, you got the shiny good one.
Exclusive, man. Gosh.
Oh, click on the picture of the tubes.
Oh, I did. Let me see. Go back to it.
Oh, that's like, yeah, it's this big. I figured that helped.
That
because you don't really know. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, not a lot of people, they see 20x30 inches and they're like, well, how big is it? Like, they don't.
Given that this guy's like
visual.
Given that this guy's like 5'8", 5'9" ish, 5, because he could be like 3 feet tall. And just,
I make toddlers. Yeah, I'll just make toddlers hold my print. And I'll be like, look at this giant ass print.
This is great. Oh, this is beautiful.
And then there's a little video that explains the screen printing process, and
Yeah.
Or I think it's just a slideshow, but because people see the price point or they see the screen print and they're like, well, why? I don't understand why it's how much. Why does it cost this much? And
that's beautiful.
So it explains the work and love that goes into it, but also the quality of the paper and the Pantone inks and everything.
It's not just like one click out, right? It's like it goes a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but it's worth it, man. It's Pantone inks, like nothing beats it. You can't get that quality of print from a laser and inkjet printer.
Whoa, Alex, the phone's ringing. We got some callers here looking to pick these up.
Call it now.
Call in.
You buy now, I'll throw in some stickers.
Yeah, so these are some high quality prints, if ever. Like this art is the closest you can get to like actual traditional painted art. It's pretty much what it is. And it just looks the same even when it's on the wall. It's just like it looks hand done. It feels hand done. Like you can feel the actual texture of the levels of paint, right?
You can
It's like beveled almost like slightly.
Yeah, it tacks on a little bit. Depends on like what kind of ink you use.
Yeah.
Disney used to do a lot of screen printing back in the day. It's a really cool medium. Like if my stuff doesn't do it for you, you guys should still look into screen printing in general.
Yeah.
Keep that craft alive.
So, there you go, guys. Go check it out. We're gonna be ending the show in like 2 seconds. I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff I have on Etsy, and then call that.
Yeah,
a
let's see that Etsy. Let's go down the list. I'm pretty sure I've gotten almost all of them from you.
Yeah.
I'm just like, give me that, give me this.
I wish
Gonna
you
need
got-
that.
I wish you got a little more because I was like,
Got some big ones, got some small ones, got some postcards.
this is store and all the pieces I've done throughout the years. Yeah.
Oh my god, only $20.
Oh my.
People,
Oh my god.
y'all gotta act now.
I got it.
This is unbelievable.
Some of stuff has actually been how do I go backwards? Let's see, I'm lost. I don't even know how to work my store. Unbelievable.
Do you do international shipping?
Yeah, actually, there's a system I use to do that.
Bless your heart.
Good question. Here, I'll show you. So, if you look right here, this is new because people, like international people, like it costs like sometimes $40, sometimes $60, $70 just to ship internationally. So I've come and it stacks the shipping costs. If you order like multiple prints, for some reason I don't know why Etsy doesn't like put them all into one package. So basically, I made a minimum of 3. You have to buy 3 because what happens is people internationally, they're gonna pay a lot of money. They're gonna make it count. So they're not gonna just buy one print. A lot of times they'll do 3, and when they do 3, each print is treated as a separate shipping cost. So it's like, let's say one package is $40 to ship. It's 40 times 3, $120 just for shipping. That's not including the cost of the actual print itself.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. So what I did was I just made an item that's $60, and you can just pay it once, and then pay one shipping onto that.
I don't think these viewers understand just how awesome that is that you do that, because shipping internationally is
painful,
just
yeah.
so freaking ridiculously hard.
Yeah, they'll have like 3 or 4, sometimes 4 postage stamps on one. Like you have to put the customs claims, and you have to show the weight. You have to show the
value of the item.
Yeah.
So there's import taxes.
You just sign it, all this stuff, and then you have to paste them all. So like American shipping, you get one label, boom, done, send it out. There's a lot of just details that like go
zoom in on
into
some
shipping.
of these cuties here. What do you got for sale? What do I got? I got the Bulma. I got your Ghost in the Shell. I got your I really like your Ray.
The Bulma. And
that Bulma's great.
Thank you. The size is actually increased now from 1825. It's now 18.88-ish because of the new people that we're working with.
Folks, you just heard it here. He's added 0.25 inches, and it's the same price. More print.
I love it.
Great. 0.25 more print, same great price. Act now, people. You've got to jump on this. Look at that. Look at that. Juicy Ghost Girl. Oh, that's the Boo one. I like that one too. That one's really good.
Thank you.
Juicy Ghost Girl. I don't even know what I'm looking at here.
Usually they came 18.25 by 12.25, but we've added on an extra like 75% of print, and it's like barely a hair away from a full 13 by 19 bleed.
Why did they do that?
Because when you're printing, if you go full 13 by 19 to the edge, when they're printing through the machines, it will corrupt the print. It will not do to the edge. So they have to have some border in there for it to make sense.
That's called full bleed printing, and because Laser printing can't do full bleed because it gets fed through the machine and these rollers pinch the very ends. So even if you try and print full bleed, you're gonna get stuff messed up on the side of the print, and that's awful.
Right.
So what Jetty's saying is he's actually adding more space to the print so you get the full image in mint condition. People, I cannot believe
I pushed them extra hard. I went extra, just to get that extra couple centimeters.
I do that for my prints at conventions too. And people ask the size, I say, I'm like 11 by 17. And then if I have time, I'm like, this is full bleed 11 by 17. Like no one else that I know of at shows does that, because you're essentially printing 12 by 18 and then you're cutting down to 11 by 17. Because there's nothing I hate more when you buy like a cool 11 by 17 print and you put it in a frame and you see a little bit of the white from the like sticking out from behind the frame or something. Like super annoying. Sometimes it takes away from the art. So I always and I pay extra to make it 12 by 18 when I could just do the 11 by 17 with the bleed on it. But I like going the extra mile.
Well, what I say to most people, another thing about framing, if you want to go just get the 13 by 19 even through Amazon, you just go with 13 by 19, and then what you do is use that, like you were saying, have that white in the back, flip the stock image that comes with it. This is kind of your makeshift backdrop. You could basically have a little white border on the back to fill in the gaps, because mine aren't fully, unless you do custom borders or custom framing, then you'll have a little space in your frame missing.
But you don't have to do, man, that custom framing, like the stuff I showed you was it's like thousands of dollars worth of custom framing. That stuff is kind of ridiculous.
Yes, it's no
If
joke.
you've got any like hacks or any great tips like that for these guys, definitely
I think
crack that knowledge.
Let me give them that here. Amazon, the top loader. If you guys have never heard of a top loader, it's a top loader. I mean, something like this. I mean, this is just an example, just because I just searched up top loader, but it's clear, it's heavy duty, and like you can get a whole bunch of them. I mean, this is for a 3x4, like postcard size, but just type in the size that you want, and that's actually pretty good because you get a whole bunch of them. So if you type in 12 top loader, a lot of people like to do 11 by 17. And so
if you buy them, buy a lot of them too, because they're stronger together when they ship. If you only get a couple, you're going to get like a bent top loader.
Yeah, so if you're getting somebody's art that's 11 by 17, because mine are not 11 by 17. Just saying, this is an example. It's a quick and easy way. You get 10 of these for $22.10, and that's really, I think that's pretty good. And you can do like the setup that I have up on my wall facing my computer. All right, I think that's pretty much covers it. We help you guys out if you guys are looking into framing art. And then we have the comment section
just remember, with everything getting canceled, it's affecting artists, and so just make an effort to seek out those accounts, those people that you enjoy, and see if they're having a sale, because odds are right now they could probably use the support. And
oh shit, I wasn't sharing. Oh my god,
what?
I wasn't sharing any of my drawings this whole time.
What? No, you were.
I was? No, I was sharing it with you. I wasn't sharing it with the people.
Oh no, they were seeing my screen?
Yeah. Plug
all of your stuff on your site just now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, including my wall. I was like, this is my wall. We're talking about all this stuff. Yeah. This happened.
They're just watching me move snow around?
Yeah. So just, you guys know what we talked about. This was my wall, and then my site's right here. It's fine.
Oh my Lanta.
Oh my god. This is my store. Just fill in the blanks. Pretend like you're like looking through these things.
No.
Yeah, I was going through this. Oh, I think I was going through your store too. That's right. Oh shit. Yeah, I missed it all. We can go through it.
We saw.
Look, people are filling up their carts right now. You guys better hurry up. We got 3 people. We got the Devil Man in their carts. They're calling. They're one with Sword Art. We got 15 people in the cart. They're picking them up. You guys got to make moves. They're going by fast.
Jetty's going to put a handwritten love note in each order that goes out in the next 72 hours. He's gonna put on a bunch of lipstick, that thing where he like kisses the postcard. He's gonna say thanks, smooch, ship
Here we go.
with
This,
love.
I know this, we were missing this, but this is what we're looking at. This is the Bloodborne. The Bloodborne we're mentioning. This is from Alex's store. The Mon Art, the Ghost in a Shell. The procedure, the process, the work, the blood, the sweat.
I feel like we can maneuver this stuff around. Like if we stream again, I think in a couple minutes we can figure the screen stuff out, so it's easier next time.
It's really just when I'm on OBS, I needed to switch to your to the screen that's showing this. I didn't press the button; it got stuck on yours. Like I can easily switch between them. Like to show the screen with the prints, it's number 3, and I didn't press it. Anyways, yeah, what a bitch. But yeah, just take what we were talking about earlier, and then put it over these images here of Alex's work and his illustrations here. So good. This is his website. Is there?
Archer said he's gonna buy 1 or 2 from you, Jetty.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, and I forgot, big thing. Jeez, there's a discount code. If you type in Emerald 2020, capital E, Emerald 2020, you get a 10% off. And I never
your site.
Yeah, from my site. Yeah, I've never done ever discount ever. Even Christmas, I kind of stay away from the whole.
Oh my God, this
thing.
is better than Christmas.
Better than
Jetty's got deals. Baby Jesus doesn't get these deals, people. You get these deals. He doesn't even do this on Christmas.
Not even Christmas.
Okay?
No occasion ever, because I see it. It's like I don't want to get into that. It's not bad either, because I think it does drive a lot of traffic, but in the end, I don't want to make it an occasional thing where people are buying it and waiting just for these events to buy stuff, and it's like, no, they just don't ever go on sale. But for right now, I'm treating it as if we're at the Artist Alley, and so here it is, 10% off anything you order today until Monday. We're gonna do until Monday, so
yeah,
March
like
16th.
At the Artist Alley, and you're looking at my stuff, but I'm not behind the booth looking at you.
Yeah, and also if you purchase more than one print, if you purchase more than one print, it's free shipping too, except international. If you're in the States, then it's free shipping. Yeah, so. Oh Jesus!
That freaking Under Armour piece.
Oh.
That was a client job for Under Armour, and they're like, "We would love for you to do the Patriots," and I'm like, "What about my poor? What makes you think? Okay, all right. I mean, I could cash that check, but they're like anime stuff. Let's get this man doing a Tom Brady poster right now. My God."
So, this is the store section. So
all right, that's enough of my stuff. I'm blushing. You don't have to keep.
I didn't get to show it properly last time.
Oh, that was shiny.
This one I got. This is from the store. Yes, I'm available. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the one with the kanji. That's the variant with the kanji text instead of the English treatment.
All right, I don't have the variant. This is a special edition, you guys. There's only a couple, right?
There are not a lot, because I do not like messing with that foil, dude. That foil is volatile.
And once
you frame it, it's fine. Once you get it on the wall, it's fine. But transporting that to shows and stuff, that foil stuff is...
It's so cool, because I was actually laying in bed, I think this morning, when I was feeling all dazed, I was like, oh, those colors look cool. Like, they're shifting when I move my head. Obviously, that's what it's supposed to do. But I was just really, letting it seep in. I was like, that bluish hue to that purplish hue, it's so nice. I'm like, and then not just that, it's really good for art study, because this is existing in nature. Like you're sitting there looking at the print, and you can see how the colors transition. So you can use that color palette. You're like, okay, it's slightly pink here, but it gets into like a cyan blue over there. So it's like a nice little gradient. So if you just make if you're doing cell shading and you chose like 2 tones, one shadow and one light source. I see you got the dark inks, but let's just say, for example, those 2 tones. Just throw some gradient on there using this color palette. Ooh, so clean, so juicy. So I was getting inspired just by sitting there looking at. I was like daydreaming, like it felt like the sun was out and just like the breeze was happening, and I just dragonflies flying over the sky, and I'm like admiring the reflective color transitions. So nice. And so once they're gone, right? This isn't like gonna be up there forever, right? This very.
Well, you can kind of see like in the video of the screen printing and stuff like that. Like we make a big batch of these all at once, and generally move on to the next one. These aren't something that you can print just one of. So I do like a limited series, and then when they're gone, that's it.
Right. So yeah, there's only a limited number, and then that's it. That really makes it a lot more special, and people really like that.
I'm telling you, Valhalla, the people when you see it on the press getting made, I gotta take $2,000 of my own money and give it to those guys to get them to even turn the lights on in that place. Like, and we have to make a batch. Like, I have to put down $2,000 to make a whole batch for them to even do a run of posters. That's nuts.
And then that's not even counting the table costs, right? Table costs,
like conventions,
transportation, lodging, rental. So when people, here's another thing some people don't kind of get. I mean, and it's understandable. They're like, oh, this is just a piece of paper. When you're running a show, you got to pay for the table. It's $500 average. You rent a car, you rent a hotel. You gotta cover all the overhead, and by the time the end of it, it's like, how much money do you have after that? And sometimes the shows are great, sometimes they're not. But you gotta take
time spent away from making new work. Like the time is the most valuable thing that you pay when you do a show. Yeah, it's like sitting behind a booth when you could be making new art.
Oh, you did the kiss for Vincent's nice. But by the way, I hope you put in the discount code I was talking about. It's capital
guys.
Emerald 2020, and you have some on sale too, don't you?
Well, mine are just
generally have some that are.
Just put all of them on sale. Yeah, you don't need a code or anything. Those are the sale price.
That's good. I see. Yeah, they're knocked off. So there you go. This is the exclusive one for CTU too. Oh yeah.
Oh, that one I think there's only like a few of those left. There might only be like 5. Excuse me. That's because even what went to the store was what was left over after C2E2.
Yeah. So.
And those are 18 by 24, so those are somewhat smaller than the 20 by 30.
Dude, I'm gonna pick up one of these after the show. I need to have me one of these. But yeah. Oh, great, Vincent. Thanks, bro. Picked it up. All right, you guys. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. This is yeah.
I think you might be sharing the other screen again.
I think I was on the other screen.
Well, buddy, this has been fun, man. Thanks for having me on your stream again. I don't do like you. This is a special deal. I don't jump on. I don't stream myself. I don't usually jump on a lot of other streams. I generally just don't do a lot of that stuff. It's a very rare occasion, and I did it all for you.
Yeah, thanks, man. So we'll try this again tomorrow. Maybe make it shorter. Or I was thinking about doing this all 4 days. It's up to you, man.
It's whatever these guys want to do. Y'all tweet to him or me or type in some ideas for some stuff, and obviously he and I are very hard on our sleeve. Get the no bullshit nitty gritty perspective of something like framing or anything. Put it in there and we'll give you our hot take, unfiltered. Late night unfiltered.
Wrong.
Bad attitudes. What do you think about this? I hate it. What do you think about this? I don't like that either.
And also if you're like an artist who's missing out on the shows out there, again, just type in the hashtag on Twitter and then I'll shout you out the next show, and then we'll be more drawing. Like I'll hopefully get a lot more drawing done. Maybe pick up from where I left off. Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, sir,
I'm gonna do a little play out. You wanna say some stuff? Say some stuff to them.
I say some stuff. Hey,
say stuff.
Hey guys, remember what Jetty said? Go to bed and don't blow your load too early, and wake up and feel real good and draw real good. Okay, guys?
And draw real good.
And draw real good.
It's exactly.
I'm so tired. I have no idea.
It's beautiful. Outro music's playing, so yeah, you're good.
Yay!
All right, you guys.
All right. Till next time.
Have a lovely, lovely night. Take care, and as always, bada bop boom.
Pop.
Pieces.